The program is rated TV MALV. It contains strong language, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
How many Taco Bell stackers can we eat?
I think I'm going to go for 12 this time.
I think I could do about 15.
I think I could do about 23, just to make it even. At the Taco Bell stackers in this bag, it's heavy too. It almost ripped. Just finished my 15th one. This is my last one. I don't think I can make it past 30. Nachos for a little break.
Slowing down back there?
Yeah, I got you. After 17 stackers and 5 burritos. All right, my goal was what, 23? I got 30, so I think that's an accomplishment.
Mine was 12. I got 14 stackers down, 3 quesadillas, and 10 tacos.
Wow.
My goal was 15 stackers, and I had 17 stackers.
Yo, this your boy Tanner Black. Today's October 1st, 2025. Libra season or whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I'm not gonna go deep into the nerd stuff today. Really, it's I feel like this subject is really stuff that's going on in UK is really important. We gotta pay attention. I got this digital ID story to hit. Got a couple the TV show I've been watching. I don't know if I went over it. Black Rabbit on Netflix. Matter of fact, Netflix is in some controversy. I might get into. Matter of fact, let me find that story real quick just in case. Let's see, Netflix. There's a Netflix boycott going on. We'll talk about that. Man. All right, we'll get to that. That story just happened within a couple hours. So got that. New roller coaster. Six Flags Over Texas, my home theme park. Got a new roller coaster that's about to break records. I'll show y'all that, and really that's about it, man. Like this week is gonna be kind of dead because like next week, Battlefield 6 come out. I will be streaming playing that. It comes out on the 10th next week. I believe Ghost of Yotai comes out tomorrow. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna get it. Like I'm kind of how to roll out on that kind of sour me. But like it's a lot of stuff coming out within the next couple of weeks, so things gonna pick up really fast. And I think they did a let me make sure. Oh, I think okay. So I heard rumor on something. What's up, Clara? Oh man, but let's talk about this. So this happened, I want to say last week. I wanted to go over it happened, I want to say Thursday last week. I wanted to go over this, but life happened. But here we go.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems. And that is why.
So let me, matter of fact, before I go any further, I always forget to do this. The problem with this digital ID. So, all right, if y'all don't know what's going on in the UK, UK just like what's up, Phoenix? UK just like the you know how immigration situation is. There's been it's been a big effort of like open up the borders and allowing a lot of refugees and stuff in from like all across the world, almost except for certain places we ain't gonna get into. But like UK have a immigration problem, like a real bad one. Like I think they up to close to 80 million people in that island, and like 20 million, probably close to 20 million in the London metropolitan area alone. But so they have a real big issue with like undocumented workers and how now like you would have when it comes to you know having a big immigration issue. So they Stormer, this dude that's that did the speech. I replay it just in case if y'all just coming in.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
So if y'all read the book of Revelations, I'm not gonna get super religious or anything. The not able to work without this particular ID that trumps all other IDs. It's kind of leaning towards that, man. It's kind of leaning towards that. But it's getting scary. And there's a lot of pushback going on. Here's Naj Farage.
So the Prime Minister says...
All right, here we go.
So the Prime Minister says we must have digital ID. That's the way we'll stop illegal immigration. Well, think about it. Germany has ID cards, strict ID and checks. It's made no difference at all in Germany, and nor will it here. All that digital ID will be is a means of controlling the population, of telling us what we can and can't do, of fining the innocent. And didn't we see it all when we had the pandemic, when you had to have vaccine ID to travel, to do various things? Did that stop the COVID pandemic spreading? Did it? Hell, all it did was put cost and inconvenience on everybody else. I also worry about massive data banks being held by the government, being hacked by foreign governments, by private companies, by criminals. I do not see a single benefit to the government having digital ID other than them controlling what we do, what we spend, and where we go. And we in Reform are wholly opposed to it in every single way.
So if y'all talking about thumbnail, there's been a petition to go against to fight against this. See, that's all well and good, man. And I hope this don't sound brash, but this is kind of why we have us Americans. We gotta like really appreciate what we have here. You know, like the issue really with this digital ID is it's because they kind of want to control behavior online. Like there's been stories. I've been doing talking about stories how the UK government has been going after people who saw a post here, or they monitoring they social media intake and out. It's getting weird. Like understand, like, hey, being on doom scroll on social media it might not be the best thing for you mentally and everything. I get all that. However, that's famous quote. Ronald Reagan said, "The worst." I think that I'm paraphrasing. The scariest thing you can hear is, "I'm from the government. I'm here to help." So, with that being said, like the issue Great Britain is going to have, UK is going to have, is they already been kind of cracking down on. It's been people going to jail over jokes on social media. That's legit a thing in UK, and it's not too far off in Canada either. And I've been documenting, like, if you seen like when Snoop Dogg got canceled by that little group out of Australia, they were trying to cancel him from doing some type of rugby concert, halftime show or whatever. Or I think it was halftime show, a pre-show, or something of that nature. It's something's going on with these groups coming out of nowhere. Like you could even say, like, with the whole Antifa thing happening in the situation with Charlie Kirk and the whole nine. Like it seemed like it's a ongoing effort to like get everybody going crazy. To I'm trying to word this right. So censorship come and play. Like the first thing the media did when they went, like the ICE situation that happened not too far away from where I'm at, right? They, instead of talking about what that person had on the bullet casings and whatnot, they start going through what games he was playing. So like it's an ongoing effort to like because like you start with video games and comics and stuff. Like most people would be like, okay, you too grown to be playing that. They think that they look at that hobby as a child's hobby. Your regular Joe, especially people who've been away from that hobby for so long, they look down on it because they feel like they're above it or whatever, or they don't understand it, so therefore they make themselves feel like they're above it. You know, a lot of that stuff going on. And when you do that, when you don't pay attention to culture, you don't pay attention to what your kids are watching. And it's a Netflix story I'm gonna probably do right after this that shows like we really have to be paying attention, because like I found out it was one of the shows my daughter was watching. I didn't think nothing of it. What has some weird things in it. It's a kid's show, so I mean, thank God. Like I talked to her and we kind of figured things out and everything, but still, like, you cannot be lazy. You cannot let your job dictate your time. You can't. I mean, you have to pay attention to what your kids consuming, what's down the pipe, and that's what hopefully, like, anybody watch the show and y'all sharing everything. Hopefully, I'm showing y'all, hey, I want to be ahead of the curve before the curve end up becoming straightaway, if you know what I mean. So digital ID, like, it's just not a good idea. It's not going to, like Naj Farah says, it's not going to stop the illegal immigration. People will find a way to either hack it. And see, then you getting this aspect, right? Like this kind of goes into the ICE wearing masks for when they do the little raids or whatever. It's evil people everywhere, including government. So you mean to tell me you think it's wise to have a full digital ID when there's bad actors in the government, or it could be a situation where you need a tragedy it could be a political type of situation. I'm not. I mean, this type of stuff happened in history. You're always gonna have corrupt people, and power, absolute power, absolutely corrupts. You know, it's just not a good idea. And just imagine, like, just think about like in sectors people might be a part of. Just think of like some of the worst people in certain sectors had that access to because like what this brings, this is the key though. What this bring, we have a digital ID. They could find a way to limit your online intake, which they already doing. They could find way because like if you get on social media, you can't have an anonymous account or anything like that. Probably that's gonna be one that then that opens up the door for like the social credit score. So that could affect your future. Like they're gonna monitor your social media attitude or your attitude in general. That could affect job opportunities, your livelihood, where you can live at, the whole nine, man. Like it's basically China, what China got right now. So I mean, while that might, but the intention might be good. Like, hell, you want to promote like good behavior and everything. I can kind of understand that, but the thing is, it will be misused. Like this digital ID will be misused. It will. You creating a whole database that's gonna be open for hacking, scams, the whole nine. And if y'all remember back in, I want to say 2023, the Social Security office got a big time data breach, and everybody's Social Security number was at risk. So you mean tell me like this UK digital ID database isn't going to be like a hot? I mean, yeah, it might got good security for the first couple years, right? Maybe, and that's really pushing it. What happens when things get lax? Because when the Eye of Sauron, that's a Lord of the Rings reference, not shine on you. Like government got a funny way of doing this, right? If the light ain't shining on you, things get kind of lax. Like if you talk to some people that's like been in the military, they'll say it's gonna be way more stricter being stationed on the East Coast to the West Coast, because the East Coast you closer to the Capitol, Pentagon, DOD folks. The scrutiny is gonna be up higher than the West Coast. So my point in saying is like everything starts off and looks good until it doesn't. You know what I mean? And that's the dangers of the digital ID. Like, it's so many bad things about it. I think they looking for a paragraph, to be honest with you. And it's sad, man. I mean, pray for. It's a lot of good people in the UK of all colors. I'm not going to even say, just the black folks or anything like that. It's good people there. I can see this backfiring badly, So let's see.
Sustainable development. It is the inventory and control plan. Inventory and control of all land, all water, all minerals, all plants, all animals, all construction, all means of production, all food, all energy, all information, and all human beings in the world.
Yeah. Hold on. Multiverse, the company chosen to produce the UK's digital app, was founded by Ulan Burr. Oh, Tony Burr. Oh, there you go. Tony Burr's son is running that. So yeah, I mean this is a crazy. Oh shit! Hold up. I'm sorry. Something just caught my eye. So they putting the whole Kill Bill in one movie. Oh my God, me and my wife gonna have to watch this. I'm a big Quentin Tarantino fan. So basically, they're making a full extended cut of Kill Bill, and they're releasing it. They releasing it 70 millimeter. Okay, I want to. Yeah. All right. I gotta go back. No, Kill Bill is nice. Don't. Hey, I'm a big Quentin Tarantino. I just saw them like, what the fuck is that? All right. So back to my this is not good.
But what if we do? Imagine you will get a digital ID. You
What's
have
up,
no
son?
choice. But what if we do? Imagine if the whole of the UK decided not to sign up to the mandatory digital ID. Here's what would happen in the first 30 days. And by day 30, that's when the story really begins. Day 1, the rollout begins and nobody signs up. Millions are expected overnight, but online portals sit empty, mate. The press call it a national act of defiance, and the government are just sitting there looking shocked. Day 2 to 4, system stalls. But people start to adapt. Pharmacies go off book, doctors start handwriting notes, employers pay cash in hand. On the ground, life goes on, just not in the way Labour planned it. Day 5 to 7, benefits freeze, universal credit, pension, child support, but communities rally. Church halls, mosque, community centres turn into aid hubs. The state may hold the money, but people take care of their own. Day 8 to 12, the media splits. The Mirror and the Independent call it sabotage, but independent outlets call it for what it really is, a proper strike, mate. Here goes Keir Starmer on the news saying, parents should be thinking about their children.
Oh,
To the
shit.
public, that man just sounds desperate. Day 13 to 17, flights cancelled, Brits can't travel because their passport's invalid without a digital upgrade, tourism collapses, airlines bleed, and the pound dips. Foreign commentators start paying attention, asking, are the UK boycotting their own government? Day 18 to 21, hospital strain. Appointments carry on, but surgeries and prescriptions start to back up. But doctors and nurses are on this thing too.
Here's what I want to say. I think there's something missing. The crypto aspect of this. I wish Biz was over here. I really do, because I see opportunity here. If what this dude's saying actually happens, I see an opportunity here. Just saying.
They start whispering about breaking some rules. Here comes Starmer again. This is reckless. This is dangerous. Ain't that what we're trying to tell you? Day 22 to 25. Cash in hand spreads. Employers, landlords, shops, they all start leaning off the book. Official trade slows. The underground network grows. And the public keep moving, even though the government are looking real stuck right now. Day 26 to 29. Parliament fractures as protests surge. Labour MPs face a social blackout. No one will talk to them, no shop will serve them, not even a handshake. Thank Ireland for this one. Day 30.
That's true.
4 month in, the refusal holds. System stalled, the economy bleeding, and the government cut off by the people. And the whole world sits waiting and watching. Who will break first? Turns out making digital IDs mandatory wasn't a strength, it was a weakness. The whole system collapses the moment people stop playing along. But that was just the first month. Want to know what happens on month 2? Drop a comment below.
So here's basically his point. Like, the whole state, the government only works when people have confidence in it. Like, I was listening to a podcast, I'm not gonna say which one, and they were talking about how in Pakistan, right? Pakistan got probably one the most, like, the leaders get unalive more than any other country, one of any other countries in the world. Like, they in the top, either in the top or they lead probably like the top 5 of that, right? So the people that lives there, I talked to some. I got a mutual friend that's Pakistani, and he kind of vouched for this too. They take how people see Alex Jones and like some of the conspiracy theorists like Medicare and all those cats like that. They take what you would think that type and magnify about 1,000. Like folks up because like this in the podcast, this dude was talking about he went to where Islamabad, where Bin Laden, where the house where Bin Laden got where we got Bin Laden or whatever, right? In the neighborhood, the people still don't think like Bin Laden's dead because they do not trust any narratives coming out of Pakistan because of the history of that. The only thing that's like keeping the Pakistan country together is they still got a pseudo tribal system. It's in the outskirts that is like, hey, you don't bother us, we don't bother you type situation. So like, and they do have national. And honest God truth, the Kashmir, the war between India and Pakistan, that kind of keeps the country together and everything, because like they do have national pride, as in like being Pakistani, but they just do not trust like the government narrative. It's a little weird. So that's when you so heavy-handed, or you do, if your corruption is so like you doing corrupt things right out in the open, the citizens tend to start not believing the bullshit you putting out on the most part. That's why that's why like with government, you can't really just push the limit on your power all the time. You gotta kind of want to be just like the referee between us citizens, because like there's gonna be corrupt people in the world and everything. You don't want to be over here having your own agenda, because eventually people will call your bullshit and people will be like, okay, like look, even think about like the 2020, right? People sooner or later people start questioning things, and that damaged a lot of the credibility of the federal government. I mean, both sides, like even the left, like they saw, they gonna believe what they believe and everything. And the right, it was a lot of question. It was a lot of people questioning Trump on things with like the vaccine rollout and everything. But the thing is, we can't, as long as things there's a ebb and flow and there's a check and balance type system. Because like the beauty about the United States, we have the 10th Amendment. So like the state powers thing really helps with not the federal government going too crazy. Now, I mean, sometimes it get eroded. Sometimes, there's checks and balances. That's why you have like the Supreme Court, all that, all that stuff. I don't want to get into a Schoolhouse Rock conversation on that. But like, what's dangerous with UK doing this digital ID? Because if this is going to fail, just because of when you start judging people for what they say. Same with if you start hurting people for what they say, like physically hurting them for what they say, people start paying attention to what the people are actually saying instead of why you want them to stop. They're gonna start listening more of, okay, this is going on. Why is this going on? Then they're gonna look at you and slide out. Then you the whole point of being you have to have the confidence of the people to a point, like if it get too bad, like it got, like I said, we got checks and balances. Like there's orders, that's on the books for the military, just in case things get too crazy with if the government, abuse their power too much or whatnot. Everything. If you notice, everything tends to work itself out, in our system, and we got the fact that we never got rid of the Second Amendment. Like if they try to limit it extremely, but eventually now, I mean that is a checks and balance on that, because like they never, if you notice, like when they try to regulate something, they never get it 100% right, because it's hard to get it 1% right without being unconstitutional. So back to UK, he might be on to something. I don't know about 30 days, but I can honestly see a significant amount of people not placating with the ID. I can't see that. And Phoenix, here's the link. So here's a little bit more of the video there. This one, BBC News.
ID scheme, which will be compulsory in order to work in the UK. The government says it will take aspects of similar initiatives in other countries, including Australia, where digital ID is used to access private services, Estonia, where it's used to access children's records, and Denmark, where students can store information about their education. Also India, where it's claimed.
So they bringing it, okay. So you spreading the information out in different countries. Oh man, I don't know, man. It just sound bad. Security risks all day and night. Man,
A similar system has saved billions of dollars in fraud. Civil liberty groups and opposition parties have raised concerns about privacy and say the measure won't stop people coming into Britain illegally. Well, speaking on the Today programme earlier on Radio 4, the Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy clarified how the system would work.
From the end of this parliament, every person in the UK will have a digital ID. And if you want to work in the UK, you'll be required to show proof of that through your digital.
That's a fear tactic, by the way. That's a fear tactic. Again, back to that what that one dude said, like they don't even think in their head that people will resist this, which is scary that they're that confident. That's very scary. It's out for numerous reasons.
ID. We think that's better for employers because at the moment it's far easier to fake papers. We think it's easier for them to be able to check that and know that what they're looking at is correct. And of course, there are huge fines. You can even face a jail sentence if you employ someone illegally here in the UK. So we think it offers protection for them, and it also enables us to make sure that anyone who comes to this country who is working is doing so legally.
So here's my problem with that. Let's say nobody complies with this, hypothetically. Felix, I got you. How you doing, man?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Oh, God, quit that. Nah, but like, what happens if nobody complies? Like, y'all gonna put every business owner in jail?
No, they can't do that.
Do you know how bad that look?
Yeah, but the thing is, only America screams about being the land of the free. So, good luck.
Yeah, this is why we got 2A right there. I couldn't imagine, like, man, that's marking the beast territory.
It is, absolutely is. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Yeah, man.
But they
and about whether this.
My bad. I was
gonna say it's supposed to be a government for the people. They can't force it, like they literally work for the people. So how can they force that on somebody? Do something that nobody ever asked for, force it on them, and then try to jail them for not complying. That's That's a bit much. You're literally going to fuck up your economy that way. If you have no consumers, no corporations, no businesses, it's just the government. And who the hell they gonna get their money from?
So I wonder this: what the crypto aspect in this is just intriguing to me because, like, okay, if they got crypto, you don't need the digital ID system at all. If like the retailer or whoever uses the crypto thing situation, I mean, you literally creating a black market that could fuck up your economy because, like, it gotta be. It gotta be. Let's say low percentage, 30% of people not gonna get this off top. Just no matter what type of rollout they do or whatever, they just not gonna sign up for this. That's your baby. That's your kid.
Oh yeah.
He okay? They okay? Shit.
She fine. She just coughing.
Damn, that was
a sick ass kid.
Yeah, cough like a donkey and shit. God damn.
Don't you do that to my baby. Don't you be talking about my child like that. That ain't right.
Oh no.
Coughing like a donkey. That's funny though.
All right. Let's listen to this bullshit.
This is compulsory. Now, just said something important. Every person in the UK will have a digital ID. Are you saying, whether you like it or not, you will have an identity that the government has for you on a database, but you will have a choice as to whether you actually have that on your mobile phone?
Yes, I think that's broadly right. So every single person will have a digital ID and they'll have to have a digital ID, but they won't be required to use it on a daily basis. This is not like an ID card where you would be asked to show it as you're moving around. Many of the listeners will have been to other countries where you require.
Wait. So they just what they're gonna do is just put your ID on a digital app. This doesn't even make any fucking sense. So let me make sure I get this right. They already got the digital IDs made for them, right? That's basically what
something nobody asked for, nobody voted for. Correct. Mm-hmm.
So it's already that makes sense because now you think about it, like even like Social Security office and stuff, or like the Department of Transportation. So they already got pretty much everybody records if they driving. They got insurance and stuff like that. It's a national. They do got national databases for that. Like like if you driving, out of state, they will be able to see if you have insurance. I think that's nationwide now. They'll be able to see what your insurance is or whatever your status is if you got pulled over or whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So technically, they could already do it here. The fact is, they're not going to do it. It's not politically expedient to do it here because you're going to get pushback all across the board.
Yeah, I don't need you all up in my business in that manner.
So damn, that's a new development. I didn't know they already developed their digital ID. So yeah, other countries gonna adapt this if people not careful. What I'm questioning too before I go, what happens if you got a digital ID, right? But your digital ID got somebody else's record on it because government is not that efficient sometimes. You got the same name as somebody that did identity theft or some shit. How they gonna rectify that situation?
I have no idea. They tried that with DNA and found out that it was flawed. So, because of the relative aspect of it, they didn't consider that. So if you have the same exact name but a different social security number, which not everybody is supposed to have access to.
Yeah.
So that's not even supposed to be in the system. so to speak.
And they got social security system too. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, just them is supposed to have it, but you know,
it's getting scary.
It's not gonna work.
Required to carry an ID card at all times. That's not what we're proposing. It's not a card; it's a digital ID.
But someone
and you
could
won't
turn
be
up at your
required to have it
factory
on your
or your
phone
office.
or carry it around.
Forgive me, but someone could turn up at a factory or an office and say, prove that you have a right to work here. Prove, in other words, that you have a digital ID. That would be effectively compulsory for all workers.
Hey, real quick, how would you find the answer in all this data?
You get SaaSVIA.
SaaSVIA. Go. Oh, here we go.
The quickest way from 1 billion points of data to a point of view. SaaSVIA.
Well, at the moment, somebody could turn up at a factory or a workplace and ask for checks to make sure that everybody who was there had the right to work in the UK. You wouldn't be required to have that with you at the time, but you would be required to have a digital ID and be able to produce that.
That's why I'm puzzled, you see. There are lots of arguments for digital ID, which are nothing to do with migration. For convenience, lots of countries like Estonia, India, all sorts of countries introduce them, save people time. They save people carrying papers around with them or digging around. But that's not the government's argument. The government's argument is migration. You can be asked to show your papers now in a factory or in a workplace or to go and find them. So what on earth difference is this going to make?
Well, first of all, it's a much more rigid system. Or at the moment, for example, you show you give your national insurance number to prove that you have the right to work in the UK. That's not linked to any kind of photo ID or anything else. So it's far easier to pass off somebody else's national insurance number as your own. We've seen a rise in the amount of identity theft and fraud, people losing documents only then to find that somebody else has taken over their identity. And I have
an idea. Why don't y'all just redo y'all license system so people can't use that number instead of making an all-inclusive digital ID? Am I tripping?
No, they like to make things difficult, cost more money, and then tell us, hey, it's what's best for you. I didn't ask for this shit. It's an unnecessary bill. Why the fuck?
It's like this. If you have your ID, and like state of Texas, they redid their license because of what's going on in other states, that want to migrate here or whatnot. So they redid it, and I had to bring my birth certificate, the whole nine, transcript from high school to everything. I had to find all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to get my license renewed. I don't have to do that anymore until I hit 50 or something like that, 10 years from now. So like, and guess what? It got a little something on it. So like, if let's say I want to go and let's say I want to go and do some type of transact. If I go on to the courthouse or something like that, they want to prove who I am. They got something to prove who I am. It's not nothing it's not no digital database that I have on my phone, which that could be hacked too in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they creating a problem.
Yes, that's what they do best. Instead of solving it, they make it more difficult and create issues. Yeah. And then somehow, again, that costs you more money for something that you never asked for, but you end up paying for.
Weird how that happens. All right.
Constituents who get in touch nowadays in a way that I didn't 14 years ago when I was first elected, saying that somebody has got insurance to drive using their identity. Our argument is illegal migration. That is the thing that we're most concerned about. But we do also think this is going to have major benefits.
Lisa Nandy there being quizzed by Nick Robinson on the Today programme this morning. We are going to talk to our political correspondent to get a little bit more clarity about the nature of this digital scheme. But first, let's talk to Kieran Pedley, who's Director of Politics at the market research company Ipsos. Because, Kieran, you've been doing some research, you've been polling about this to find out how much public support there is. Firstly, let's start with the breadth of the research that you've done, because it was a relatively small research group. Just bring us up to date with how many people you were asking.
Good morning. So we've done a nationally representative poll of 1,100 Brits online, which is a pretty standard sample size for a poll of this kind. And we asked attitudes around ID cards, both sort of hard copies and digital, and also some of the reasons for and against support for them.
And thank you for clarifying that, because it's always important just to get the numbers out there. So
I'm going to listen to the numbers real quick, then we'll go on another subject. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because these people on crack.
Yeah.
Digital scheme, what kind of feelings were people sharing with you?
So I think that if we're going to summarise the research in a sentence, what we see is that there is broad support for the principle of ID cards. But then when you put the arguments for and against them to the public and ask about digital ID specifically, the picture is more nuanced. So to put numbers to that specifically, 38% of the public say they support the principle of digital ID, 32% opposed. So more in support than opposed, but less.
I don't like how you word that poll. You hear? I don't like it. Because, like, he only said 30. All right, it's at 38 to 32. That means that's like 20.
They're talking about it's due to illegal immigration, but their borders are ripped. Even though ours was lax as fuck, illegal immigration was not a forefront issue for them. This is the first I've heard of it.
No. I have to.
But there are ways. There are other ways. There has always been ways without digital ID to your citizens to get the illegal immigrants out. Like, that's the plan, to get them out. Not spend more money on unnecessary shit when you should be spending money on getting them the hell up out your country and letting them go where the hell they need to. You worried about the wrong damn thing.
So there's been an immigration issue in Great Britain, and all of Europe, because like
not in droves, but yeah, everybody got that issue. I'm just saying, not in the numbers.
Not now. Everything's in. You gotta put everything in context. Like Great Britain's an island, and then they like doing throughout, like when Syria went down the way it did. A lot of all the Arab Spring stuff, a lot of migrants went, like Morocco, they went north. They went to France. Like there's a Viceland, like Viceland had a show called Noisy, where they was showing like all the hip hop scenes in all across the world. And when they went to France hip hop scene was like, it was damn near a caliphate. It was damn near like Muslim. It was Muslim hip hop, like hardcore. That's their thing there. Like when there was, like, you know, a lot of hip hop situations. You're gonna have to find women sitting there rolling blunts or something. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be the hanger-ons around. And that scene there was, you know what I'm talking about. Come on.
I know, but it's still funny.
Come on, keep it 100. You know. They want, it'll be a chick in there rolling blunt or something, or you know, looking good for the camera type shit. You know, her friends, and you know, they in. You know, they in. You know, but like over there, it was just nothing but like military age Arab cats and no women at all. It was only one woman in that scene, and she had a full burqa on, and she got her ass up away from the motherfuckers. So my point is, they've been having a migrant crisis, and a lot of that went to Great Britain because like there's been a whole bunch of stories of people like catching, because like they're all in the EU. This is how it worked. Once you got into the EU, this is before UK got out the EU. You could go anywhere in any EU. You don't have to have a passport. You just go in any country. After they're treating it just like the United States in a way. But that's how they got their immigration issue. You see how that work? So
I see somebody was paying attention in their civics class.
Who, me? I'm sorry. I'm smart, man.
No, that's why I call you a nerd.
Yeah. Nerd with muscles. That's crazy, ain't it? But 38, 32, y'all, that skewed that damn poll. Ain't no way it's only. And then they say, well, it's only 32.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, as far as the numbers that America put out with the illegal immigrant. I haven't heard of any other country um going through that. And maybe that's just me.
Man,
But
I'm going to go.
getting them to actually like what were they doing prior to for illegal immigrants? My thing is I don't think the issue spiked to this point where, oh well, we need digital ID so we can point out who's the actual citizen and who's not. That ain't got shit to do with nothing.
But see, here,
It just don't.
This the kicker. It's one thing that's been going on over there. They've been jailing people for what they say online. If you make a good like that comedian I showed that from Great Britain, he came back from he's a writer director. He came back from United States because a lot of those Hollywood cats that go to UK and come back and whatever because that's a. And speaking of that, the weird thing about that, did you know Disney moved all this Marvel, all the Marvel stuff out of Atlanta, and they in the UK now?
How dare they, those bastards?
And it's weird that they're doing digital ID, because like, why would you leave Georgia?
Which is very, very much productive for them. But go ahead.
And thinking about it too, like, have you looked at the budgets of these films?
I'm scared, even though it ain't my money. I don't want to see that.
Okay. The last Fantastic Four was, I think, I'm gonna look that up. Fantastic Four budget. The budget for Fantastic Four, they said $200 million just for the movie.
Oh, Jesus.
But
I guess it's cheaper overseas then.
No, this is overseas. They're not in Atlanta no more.
Bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Those bastards. Why are y'all costing me my money? Because at the end of the day, we still paying for it somehow. Some kind of fucking way.
Yeah, they got bailouts. They got bailouts for the pandemic too, and they left the country. That's crazy, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, people don't know that.
No, I do. I know that they got bailed out. But hey, next bailout y'all gonna need, y'all better ask Great Britain.
Only way Trump bailed them out, man. It's not true. I think the terrorists gonna fuck them over. They're gonna have to change their tactics.
Absolutely, which is another reason why they shouldn't have took that. That was bad fucking timing.
And it's a weird, like Tyler Perry get that scandal right when they moved. Isn't that weird? Not saying
It's quite weird.
Not saying he's innocent of anything. He probably did his thing, whatever. I'm not gonna sit there and be naive in that. But
it's not saying that he's not guilty of anything. The thing is, it's just the timing of everything coming out be funny because it's like, oh, what y'all trying to say? Like, or what is it that y'all trying to hide? Y'all trying to flood the news with this thing while y'all do, you know what I'm saying? Like they push something up in the forefront and be hiding shit in the background.
But yeah, a lot of that production not in Georgia, because like Georgia's I believe they are right to work state too. And then of course, God forbid that you got to be in a union. Ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And did you know? Speaking of that, this is a little bit off topic, but did you know the I think SAG or one of them they're trying to get a foothold into YouTube content creators, like to get them unionized.
I think so, yeah.
I think I talked about that before, have I?
I believe so. You just say fuck y'all. We ain't in this shit.
Man, because like the thing is, like, who gonna get it? let's be 100. You know the type of people that are gonna be like, yeah, you need to get in there. You need to be fair. You need to be fair. I need the cash up soon. You need to be fair. You know the type like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, a lot of folks be having in their hands and everybody else's cookie jar.
yeah, and eating all the cookies soon.
Oh man.
I didn't show. Nah, I don't got it. Let me see if I got it. To hammer down the. No, I don't have it. I need to load it up. Anyway, more of this. A little bit more of this. Then we're gonna talk about the attraction thing.
Majority.
By the way, have you been watching any TV outside of damn YouTube? Before we go any further,
no. Why would I do that,
man? I hear you.
And the reasons for support tend to be around convenience and the ease of being able to prove your identity. Also, there is some specific feedback that people think this could help combat illegal immigration. But there are
there's people in London that believe that shit. Let's see. What you want? You want to go to the attraction story, or do you want to see this new roller coaster?
You can show the roller coaster.
All right.
I ain't getting on it, but you can show it.
Scary ass.
You damn Skippy. The ground is my friend.
This is a new roller coaster at Six Flags Over Texas. Here you go. Just in case of mute. So a little bit about this. My brother's actually part of the construction company. He's upper management of it. That's gonna be putting this together. And they showed this. They did a reveal a couple days ago. So this is 309 feet tall drop. So it's officially the tallest roller coaster, one of the tallest roller coasters in the country where it get built.
You call me Skip Nick. Like, why I gotta be that high?
Because we Texas.
And no weed is involved.
You can smoke weed before. They got the biggest loop too.
Yeah, it's always that first dip.
Yeah, it's called a Giga Dive Coaster. So
and I will be watching others from the ground. I'm not getting on that shit.
Me and my daughter getting on this.
I'm sure won't be me though.
It goes 85 miles an hour.
Interesting. Good for that roller coaster.
So this where this at? It used to be the old bobsled. Like the bobsled been there since Six Flags opened. If y'all don't know, this is the first Six Flags in the country. This was the original Six Flags.
In Texas?
Yeah, this is the original Six Flags.
Okay.
Of course, an ad.
Praise the Lord, because that was giving me heart palpitations. I'm good.
Just while watching that?
Listen, I like roller coasters. They just have to be reasonable. Like, it can't be no skinny ass bar going across and you're locked in. No, I'm not, because I'm skinny as fuck. And when the thing go down in the first dip, my body goes up. That's scary. So we're not doing that. I'm not doing that. All I see is death. No, I'm good.
A lot of the roller coasters and Six Flags, they got the seatbelt in a lap thing. But I know that one, Yo,
Yeah, a lot. It was on both, but no, dog.
but what
Being
I'm saying,
skinny's not fun.
oh man, hey, you could. It's other. You could be, you know, Miss French Fry. You could be that.
The fuck is a French? I'm thinking of a French fry.
No, Miss French Fries with extra salt. You could be that.
You know what?
I saved a lot. I said I did not want.
Oh, speaking of that, I heard a rumor you were fat with titties.
Oh yeah.
And apparently they know what goes on in your bedroom.
They go wrong. Oh yeah.
I was like, how did I was so thoroughly confused.
I was confused too. And I'm like,
I left because I don't need to hear this shit. I don't like to entertain demons.
I'm like, I use it as workout motivation. I'm not gonna lie to you. I use it more. I imagine you said that to me, or you, or JJ, or somebody.
Because if you talking to somebody that can't even lift up their leg and they needed a walker,
I mean,
calling you fat, that's.
It didn't, like I'm saying, man. How can I make this work for my workout? So I was like, man, it gotta be somebody. Like, I mean, I'm not looking at anybody. I'm happily married, but still, like somebody. It's a little motivation. Like if a bikini model say I'm fat, I'm like, oh, I gotta get my shit together. It hits different. You know what I mean? Speaking of that,
is what the world's most advanced PC looks like.
Not this.
I know.
Hello, everybody. I'm a practicing therapist and a doctoral student of psychology.
Before we get further, this is a traction segment. This is a traction segment. And I'm glad you're here, so you can debunk or support this person's statement. Because, like, it took me years to understand the way of if somebody's attracted to you and everything, and eventually that helped me get my wife and everything. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool. But what works for one don't always work for everybody.
But
we'll go ahead and review what she's saying. I'm probably not going to agree with most of the shit she say because it just looks like it. But looks can be deceiving.
All right, we're going to see.
Today, we're going to talk about signs that you might be an attractive man and you don't realize it. This is actually really common, and it's kind of unfortunate because it makes a lot of men think that they don't have potential in relationships, or they may pull away from relationships or avoid relationships because they think they're actually not attractive. And we're going to use some research when we're talking about this. The research is going to be in the description box if anyone's curious. But I do notice a lot of you guys, sometimes you don't, it's not that you don't know how to, that's not the right word. Sometimes reading papers, especially if that's not something you do, like for me, I'm a doctoral student, so I literally have to do right now, right? And at one point, I'm going to submit more and more papers of my own. I want to continue used to reading. But a lot of people who are not used to reading,
your $200 puffer keeps you warm at the coffee shop. But as soon as you step outside,
and so I definitely will put the research in the description box, but I don't want you guys to get like really confused with all the semantic guide, okay? And if you don't have these things, it doesn't mean that you're not attractive. And so this is just a general guide, okay? And if you don't have these things, it doesn't mean that you're not attractive. These are more so signs that you might not realize. There are plenty of signs that somebody thinks you're attractive, right? The most obvious one would be like somebody telling you that you are, right? But we're talking about ones that are not as common because I think this is what a lot of men don't realize means that you're attractive, okay? The very first one, I see this actually really often, and I see that men don't realize that this means they're attractive. It's that you're actually the target of jealousy or envy from other men. Now, a lot of people might know that this happens between women, but they don't realize this also happens between men. I see it. And it usually is important for you to recognize because instead of believing that
Yeah, I would say this. There's some truth to what she said on that part. When, like, I remember, and this back when I was pretty much to myself at school and stuff. The roasting that just happened out of nowhere, like if I don't know you, won't have that rapport, and you just all of a sudden roasting me when girls around. that tells me, okay, you feel some type of way and you trying to stand out because these girls here. That was like a red flag.
Yeah,
like,
I can agree with that.
So there's something to that. But like, it's always used to be like the Project Cats doing that. Then I had to figure out, okay, this is all they got. They struggling. They trying to get out. They trying to make, they trying to be better than what they coming up in. So I start understanding that. So what you think about that?
The thing is, when a guy trying to be extra in front of females, they are usually the ones that are ignored. Because for those of us with sense, know that they're only acting that way to get our attention. A lot of us just want you to be yourself. You don't have to go through the theatrics. I don't want a drama king. I don't. I just want a dude that knows, a man that knows how to be himself and secure himself. If you got to be loud and you already not that confident.
Exactly.
That's a turn off. You can't convince me that it's going to be an insecurity there. And then 9 times out of 10, you trying to reach outside of what you think is outside of your league, basically. So there's nothing I can say or do to make you believe that I actually want to be with you. I don't have time for that type of headache.
So I agree. That's a telltale sign, because out of nowhere, like, man, I don't even know you like that. You said, yeah, it's a little weird.
Right.
All right. Let's go. Let's read.
These people are trying to hurt you, or they're trying to embarrass you, or what they're saying is valid. It comes from jealousy. So don't let that attack your own self-worth. Okay. There was a research in 2009 where it shows that attractive men are more likely to be perceived as rivals by other men, like in general. So it's a little harder to make friends. It doesn't mean that because you have so many friends, you're not attractive. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a little bit harder because you're more perceived as a rival, especially in like mating contexts, right? And so you can see that you end up being subtle competition to other men. You might be targets of some specific thing, and just recognize that, yeah, I know that's not fun, and it's not a fun.
That's why it's important for men, especially, to have a small, close circle of friends and family that you know if shit hit the fan, the bullets start flying, they got your back to a point. You know what I mean? You have an understanding there, because like with her saying that, it makes sense. Like, that's why it's not good to be in everybody's face. You know what I mean? As a man, especially, like our the way we socialize in a way it's gonna be more rougher than women in general on a lot of things. Like shit, me talking to some of my gaming friends, right? Shit, hey, YouTube will flag this channel down if we were just talking regular. I was talking regular with my gaming friends, because we just say all kinds of crazy stuff, you know.
I watched that on D's channel the other day. He was saying something he usually would say, and they the gaming system actually deleted him from the chat. They banned him.
Yeah,
he was chat banned.
Yeah, it'd be that way. That's a whole nother subject. Like, I'm that's why I'm streaming COD, because like you want to say things, and they'll. It's cases where COD will go and contact YouTube on you or Twitch on you if you were like, yeah, it's bad, man. But yeah, that's why it's important for a man, if you're gonna have friends, have a select group of friends that is an understanding on the most part, because like especially you got, like, I got a wife and kids, like you can't bring everybody to your house like that,
right?
You know, you people will dudes, if they, especially they don't have no self-worth and they looking at you happy, Same with women. You know what I mean? Same.
They will work to sabotage.
Yeah, man. You, cause like your wife, any dude's wife, it's gonna be something that wife not gonna like about that dude, and motherfuckers like that jealousy type, they will work on that shit. Like, yeah, you know, he don't do that, man. That's crazy. He don't do that. You know, that dirty making shit. And then hey, that's when, you know, you might have to go to under the mattress on somebody. You don't want to do that. You know, you don't want to do that. Get the mattress over. You know what I'm saying? You know, man.
Yeah, I was telling my daughter that I forgot what show we was watching, but it was like it was a comedy, and the girl set up her friend, but it seemed like she set up her friend with somebody she didn't think that she knew damn well her friend wasn't gonna be attracted to. I said, you know what? Sometimes your friend would say, "Ooh, let me hook you up," but it'd be with a dude that she's attracted to. It had nothing to do with you. I said, watch out for that type of mess.
Oh man, another one too. You gotta watch out for. I gotta be on my daughter for. Like the jealousy between the women, jealousy is different because like
it's very catty.
No, but like you've seen the Betty Page. You know the Betty Page story. Have you ever saw that movie?
I don't think I have.
So I forgot who played Betty Page. You know, that's a pinup model. So she got cool with this girl, right? In the new town, cause like she was going doing like photography and everything. She's trying to get on or whatever. So the girl set her up to get like ran through by her brother and her homeboys.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of that because like they like some women don't like to see other women shine in general. You always gonna have that. I mean, it's like that with dudes too. I'm not gonna sit up and say it ain't like that with dudes. It's gonna be more blatant with dudes. Like famous scene on Game of Thrones when they showed the dudes. They showed the dudes fighting like regular fight melee stuff, right? They show the women. They'll show the women of the court, like the ladies, like the ladies, the queens, and stuff like that. You know, the head women of the household type stuff.
The nobles. Mm-hmm.
They show how they were fighting with their words, and the men were fighting with like the brawn, you know, like the combat skills.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat
versus brawn.
So like it had a juxtaposition where they were showing the fight, and then they showed like Cersei would say something like, "Oh, I like that dress," which she was being really catty with how she said it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, man, like how the different senses fight wars. That's the whole idea. It hit different because like I have a family full of women on my mama's side, and like I hear this shit, I'm like, oh, it makes sense now. So
yeah, it's called Nice Nasty or Nicey.
I've heard that. I heard that before.
Yeah, they being real nice on the surface, but underneath you can hear them dripping with the nastiness. And women, it's a language that women speak, so we can hear it. But men just be like, "Oh, she thinks so." You're like, nah, I need you to listen with your other ear, because that ain't it.
Like, yeah, it's different because like somebody will. Like if a chick be nice to me out of nowhere, and where am I? Like she sees something way different. I'm a loop. I'm like, oh, okay, she been cool. I go on my business. She was looking like this bitch better get her motherfucking ass. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Very much so. To the left.
Man, it's a funny story, man. This is a little bit. This goes with what that it was used to be a bowling alley, high-end bowling alley, close to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, right? So this was right before I met my wife. I was with like two girlfriends before my wife, and we had just broke up, but we just like want to kick it. You know how you have those type of situations? Just, hey, let's go to bowling alley, whatever. Let's kick it, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I saw my classmate, white girl, like little white girl, fucking bleach blonde hair. Like we were just cool, but she just looked like the all-American white girl, right? We were cool. We used to talk about hip hop all the time and everything. I didn't know she was a waitress there. So she was our waitress. Like, oh, she like, I'm like, oh, Ashley, what's up? Well, hey, we were all cool. And me and old girl broke up. I'm telling you, I ain't never seen her that jealous in my life. I'm like,
this is the thing, though.
Why you we just broke up? You decided you didn't.
It don't matter. It don't matter. That doesn't matter because the thing is, women can pick up on who's plotting on our dude. I mean, you weren't her man because y'all broke up, but you still her dude. It's still fresh. Yeah. And it's not something that she really wants to see because she's still like, yeah, I'm confident. She's not really that confident that it was the right choice for her to let you go. But at the same time, you know, she doesn't want to see some other chick in your face. It is what it is. It don't make sense, but it does.
Hey, and the thing is, like, she was like, my ex was like chocolate the whole night. This is like that's just a thing. I mean, since I saw Lauryn Hill, Ooh La La, I was like, all right, I need chocolate shit. That's just the way it is. But like,
yeah, but and a lot of guys don't pick up on that, so they just be like, oh, you just so. It's not that I'm jealous. I see her for who she is, and then you're making it easier for her by arguing with me about her. And you're doing it in front of her. So you're giving her what she wants. A lot of dudes do that.
Yeah, see, I don't do that now. Like me and Ashley, we went to high school together. You know what I mean? We went to, like legit, like we had US history and everything. What's up, Donna lady?
Hey bestie.
We went to, like, we had US history together, and like we were just cool like that. I ain't never even. But like I said, she's like if you look at a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, that would be her. And then I think that set her ass off. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, like how dare you?
I'm like, I've been knowing her for like 10 years.
That don't make no. And you said she an all-American. I don't know what the fuck all-American girl is. They usually white with bleach blonde hair.
That's what I'm saying.
And blue eyes. Well, why would that be the description?
But no, I'm trying to explain like the juxtaposition. Like that's what really pissed off because like me and the old girl, like we were just cool and familiar. Like we wasn't like flirting. We were just like, oh man, you know. She knew the handshake.
No, you weren't flirting.
Okay. Hey, she said she want to be friends. I mean, what the fuck?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, remember when you just said that you not listening to what a woman is actually saying? Like you don't hear the nastiness? Yeah.
No, I doubt it was in it. It wasn't no nastiness on that. It was just
so
like,
when you heard, oh, we just want to be friends, your girl knew what it was.
No,
old overly friendly bitch. You better go on somewhere.
What I'm saying, yeah, you got it. But yeah, that's just hilarious. He's cracking me up because like that's why I'm like, all right, none of this shit makes sense. You know what I mean? But hey, let's finish.
One thing that comes with being attractive, but this is just the way sometimes it is, right? Psychologically, biologically. And so understanding that, don't let this take over your esteem and let yourself be put down. Instead, just recognize, okay, this is coming from a place of envy. You can label that emotion from the other folks and recognize, I'm sure that they, are not feeling so great about themselves. Otherwise, why would they do this? And I don't need to take it personally, but instead I can recognize, okay, this is a sign that maybe I do have some potential in some areas and I should be, proud and grateful for that. And so you're able to translate in a way that makes you feel like it's more worthwhile for you to actually connect with the opposite sex or whatever attraction you have, so that you can have more healthy and happy relationships. Okay. The next one is
who was, man, quit lying, man. You tripping. Honestly, I was actually trying. I'm over like, man, I'm respecting Ansel, man, because he asked me to come up. That's the only reason I was
bestie. That Negro's irritated from the time she hit the stage to the time he dropped off, and I seen his entire demeanor change. He even tried to make her feel better before he left. It was like, no, I was just saying, like, oh my God, like, hey, because I kind of know that you coming up here to fuck up the content.
I said it.
And we was having a good ass conversation before you came up here. Now the thing is, next time Answer go live, I'm cussing his ass the fuck out. So I don't give a fuck who tell him, but
Yeah, that was cold
let him
blooded.
know he getting cussed the fuck out.
I'm like, and when she started talking about Anna, I'm like, all right, I gotta go, man.
Yeah, because she be doing too fucking much, man. Like, dog.
Yeah, man, just heavy on the panel, man. You know, hey.
Is
Are you a hot sleeper? Do you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night overheated and drenched?
people, often women,
I know who is a hot sleeper, probably.
especially if they're attracted to you,
I don't
attracted
even
to
want to
them,
picture that shit. Shut
disclose
up.
personal information about themselves with you. I know it sounds really silly, but it is true. There was research in 2008 where it showed that people are more likely to disclose like personal information towards someone that they feel is physically appealing. It actually comes from the fact that they feel safe.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. That does happen. I'm not saying I know that does happen. Like I've seen situations where full-blown studs there you would think don't like nobody with anything between their legs type of situation, right? All of a sudden get feminine when like you not really pay attention to them and stuff. It's weird. It's weird. And I'm like, what's happening here? Why you was that a flirt? It's a little weird. It's something to that. I'm not saying I'm all this and all that and everything. I'm not saying. I'm just saying it kind of makes sense.
Oh, honey, studs still get pregnant.
I didn't say that, y'all. Yeah, that was a homie. That was a homie Phoenix. Yeah, I didn't say that.
Like they do. Like who gonna check me? I dare you.
Yeah, I've seen it happen.
Okay.
Not literally, but you know, I didn't see the
There,
process.
some of them are in my family, so tread lightly.
Yeah.
Did you start liking? Oh, okay. I'm so confused.
Man, like, man, it be like, man, we were drinking Hypnotic. How did I get in this position? Nah, let me shut up.
Let
me shut up.
Happening.
Yeah, that's how it be. Like, Hypnotic Hennessy done conquered all.
Yeah, it's called Thug Passion for a
No, that's her. No. That's Alizé and Hennessy.
It is Hypnotic as well.
I thought Hypnotic and
you could switch it out. Hypnotic and Alizé basically the same damn thing, just with a different name.
I think Hypnotic and Hennessy is Incredible Hulk, but yeah, I know what you mean. You got it.
On that person,
Yeah.
but it makes them feel that you're not gonna, which is not necessarily true, but this is where it's coming from. They feel more safe around you, more connected to you, and it allows them to kind of connect that bridge, whereas they might not socially do so if they did not find you appealing or attractive or magnetic.
Coming to thinking about that, right? The female friend that just can't come around, like, you know, like you remember the movie Snow Days? It came out like in the 90s. You remember that movie? Come on,
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
I do. I do remember that name. Mm-hmm.
So it was basically I think it was in Buffalo.
Who walked me?
Oh shit. Oh shit. But now the dude homegirl actually had a big thing for him, and he was trying to get with the head swimmer. Even though old girl looked good, I ain't gonna lie. That she made a lot of boys to men. That chick that played, she said, everybody hold up, and they had a scene in there. If you go watch it again, right? where she had like a white shirt with no bra on. And everybody, every
Oh
dude,
Lord.
when that came out during high school, everybody like, hey man, y'all gotta watch Snow Day, fool. Snow Day? Yeah, man. Hey, trust me. Go watch Snow Day. And then that
funky ass perverts. But go ahead.
But hey, that's how it beat though, man. Like Belly, for example. When Belly came out, shit, I'm not gonna get my
no comment on Belly.
Shit, Belly, man. Belly done sealed the deal a couple times.
Lord.
We keep it at that. And I like that movie so much. I got an even cut all around back in high school because of that. I was doing the DMX thing. I was mad.
To some extent, okay? The next one is similar people, especially women, but can be anybody, act more relaxed and friendly towards you. And so, again, same research, they act more friendly, they act more comfortable around you. I've seen this where it's I've seen dynamics like this, and I think you probably have too, where it's like if a woman feels uncomfortable in a situation, she might come to a certain person, even if you're a stranger, and believe that you can protect her or be there for her.
I've seen that in the strip club, which is wild. You know what I mean?
You say what in the strip club?
I've seen that, like, you could be in there, mind your own business, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to report. Like, a lot of times I went to the strip club, I probably had a rapport with, like, a couple of them anyway because they went to my high school. You know, this is the way, that's just the way it is. You know, you got to get to point A and point B. A lot of people went to point A and point B at the strip club. That's just the way it is in Texas. I don't know about anybody else, but in Texas, that's the way it was. So they'll go to somebody that they're familiar to if like there's a weird person there or whatever. Instead of the bouncers, they're just gonna say, "Hey, get that money. Don't fuck, leave me alone," type shit. Well, they know somebody. They're like, "I don't go fuck with them, so I have to work. I don't be dealing with this dude that's been weird." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa. Like even going to the club, like, yeah, you see, I can see that going on. Like if somebody attracted and they feel uncomfortable somewhere else, they're gonna go rock with them. They're gonna try to go rock with them people. I've seen that happen a lot too. Like a lot of times you don't even have to say nothing. You just be at the bar, sip on a drink, and mind your own business. Somebody come talk to you, type shit.
Interesting.
From a safety perspective, or she might open up about a lot of the struggles she's had with other people in her life, and she'll bring that to you. That's because she feels like you're appealing and attracted and safe.
I don't know if I believe that.
Not attractive, but safe.
And that could be
she has a rapport with you and you feel safe, or she just knows she's known you for a good little while and maybe y'all hung out. So
see, the problem I have with the part you're saying is attractive part, because like that person could be like, well, that you're a friend zone person, or I see you as a brother type bullshit. That game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you as a dude kind of have to be kind of direct with that situation. You can't play that friendship role too long, because all of a sudden you're gonna be the one. It's gonna be some people that she ain't gonna want to be friends with. You know what I mean? So you can't just don't play that game. Go ahead. I let you have it. Yeah, you had the floor.
Hey, homie. Don't you let her play you and put you in friend zone. That's right.
Did I say anything wrong? Yeah, don't want to be too safe. Like, hey, see, you always got to adjust the position. Like, they feel too safe. All of a sudden, shit, you got to be playing some. I don't know. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
Yeah, I'm trying not to just. Yeah, I can't betray the chicks like that. I can't.
I already know the game. I already know how y'all be playing.
And for those that do not, y'all gonna stay in the dark, because I'm not saying shit.
where she might not think you are those things, to which she may have a more closed off demeanor. Now, of course, if she's an avoidant woman, she might not do that in general. That's not anything to do with attraction. But just in case you know that, like, this can happen with strangers. Like, it can happen at the grocery store, right? It can happen in school. It can happen at work. It doesn't.
That part of the grocery store, that means something is a distinct danger there, and she needs somebody to help handle it, because she obviously can't handle that situation by herself type shit. That's what I'm reading that. Am I wrong on that?
No, I don't think you are. Like,
Go ahead. Speak thine mind.
I'm trying not. I would say what I used to do. I'm really trying not to do this. If I was out somewhere and there was a guy that was making me uncomfortable, I would kind of sort of latch on to another guy. Like, if I had a friend in the building, I'd call him over, and for that guy to back, for the other dude that did not make me feel comfortable, to back the hell up.
Yeah.
If I did not know the guy, I would just be like, look, I'm not feeling comfortable and I need him to go away. 9 times out of 10, if he's a good dude, he'll help you out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some dudes just don't. I don't know. Like, you got that dude that just does not like rejection and act like he don't hear you rejecting him, even if you're nice about it. You say, no, thank you, I'm good. But you enjoy yourself, though, and try to walk away, and for some reason he following you like, what you mean? I mean, I was speaking English when I said it. Like, what you mean what I mean? What? So, those type of guys always make my antennas go up.
Rightly so, man. Shit, you might have to put something on him if he keep playing with you. You never know.
Yeah.
Dang. I ain't talking about the good stuff.
No, I know exactly what you was talking about. So, yeah. That. It's just like, dog, no means no. Like, I don't know what you expecting, but I need you to go away. Like, I just really need you to go away.
A lot of people don't got that conversation, right, man? Like even at work, right? I figured out, like, a lot of times I try to use my words very sparsely at work. If I want something done, I kind of want to be like, I want to be quiet till I really want something done, so it carries more weight. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was one of the co-workers was like, man, you need to be nicer to the woman. Like, you need to be nice to the women. I say, for what? I just said, like, for what? Like, I'm not, because, like, if I'm like, put in my perspective, right? If I start being nice to, let's say I start being nice to like 3 women in here, 2 of them won't think I like them all of a sudden. Even if I'm happily married, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's treating me different. They're gonna be running that type of game or whatever. Because like, y'all got your hierarchy at work, we got a hierarchy at work. It's just always been that way. No matter what job it is, you're gonna have that type of system going on, social hierarchy, I should say. And I'm like, I just ain't playing it. Do not want to play that game at all, because that whole work wife, and I ain't playing none of that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, if you're in a relationship, I would not play the work wife game.
Yeah. I mean,
that's disrespectful. If I'm in a relationship, though, I'd be like, that's so disrespectful to my partner. Yeah. Like, ain't no way in hell.
You see what ticket? There's something that went down. Something went down. I listen to that on.
Me too. I'll be watching. Whenever I feel like getting yelled at, I watch Ticket. He be sounding angry for no reason. I'm like, ain't nobody even fucking with you like that. Like, why aren't you yelling?
Relax. Like my mom was like, man, relax. Just relax. Hold up.
Right. Like, I need you to, if you this personally involved, I need you to like do a test run because I don't feel like it. Like, why I got to get yelled at?
I don't know, man. All right, let's listen to some more.
Have to be necessarily your girlfriend. I'm just saying, like, this is a sign that you're attractive in general to people, right? The next one is often people remember details about you. Unfortunately, this is true as well. We have found, based on a couple of research, but one in 2003 that I'm thinking of, they found that often people literally devote more attention and memory resources to people that they believe have attractive faces. And so what does that mean? It means they actually quite literally remember more about a person if they're attractive and attentive. Now, of course, if a person is more avoidant, fearful, or dismissive, they may not do this as much, but they still do it more to someone that they find attractive versus someone they don't find attractive, right?
That just makes scientific sense. Like, if you saw, if somebody you like, think of a celebrity you saw, like, oh my God, type shit. I don't know. Like, if I saw, let me put it in perspective. If I saw Maya, you know,
I love her.
Huh?
I love her.
Yeah, because Maya, like, she aged gracefully as hell. You could tell she still got that spark on her. Like, she didn't lose her soul.
She has not been tainted, yes.
Yeah, and like, even though she's been with a couple rappers, but like, you could tell she still kept her dignity, if that makes sense. So
yeah, she's also been celibate for the last, I think, 7-8 years.
Hey, and that does it too. But like, she's still bad. Like, I mean, I'm just talking about as a celebrity thing. Like, yeah, I see her. Like, okay, I'm gonna remember seeing her. Another person I remember going to Washington D.C. I went to Washington D.C. Right after the Olympics, after the Olympics in '96, the Atlanta Olympics. And I was the church my cousin went to, because he was living in DC at the time. Dominique Dawes, she was there, and like, that lady was so fine to me back then. I'm like 11, 12 years old. That lady was so goddamn fine to me. It was, and no, it's just no. It wasn't even like, it wasn't no pervert. It's just like, just had a pretty. I mean, somebody just looked angelic. Like, she looked angelic. I'm like, it's just, I can't.
But you also know that, now that even back then, they pushed you out there like that. You were never allowed to have a blemish, show a blemish, no type of imperfection.
Oh, no. But like, she was at church at that, I forgot what Baptist it was, Baptist church, and like, I could not focus at church at all. I was like, I'm like, what? It stuck with me. That's the one. Like, we went to go see we see all the sites. Found people, like, we found like family members on the memorial type shit. We remember all that. But that one thing, me and my cousin was older than me. He had just came back from the Navy. He was on leave from the Navy or whatever. And he was like, "Is that Dominique Dawes?" I'm like, "Yes, that's Dominique Dawes at church." And now I can't focus at church.
Lord have mercy.
And man, she's still, that lady's still fine.
Yeah, I think the last time I seen her, and not in person, but I think the last appearance I've seen her make, I would say, was in Missy Elliott's video, We Run This. I actually liked it. I love that song too. But yeah, she was doing her thing in that video.
All right, this is her today.
And she still look good. Oh, she looks good.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
I could not take my eyes off her. I mean, ain't too many women. Ain't too many women. I just like, look, I cannot take my eyes off. I just can't.
Okay, Lauren Hill.
Lauren Hill.
You just too good to be true, honey.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course, my wife. Like when we, that's.
I mean, that goes. Yeah, that well, not to her, but for me, that goes without saying. I understand what you're saying.
But yeah, that affected me as a young man. I mean, sure, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to focus at church no more. I don't even know what the sermon's about.
No, I'm not gonna focus no more. You just gave up altogether.
No. As long as I'm like this, I'm never gonna be at this church again. If she's right there, I know that. And she was there by herself. I'm like, oh my God, if I was just older. That's what I was thinking in my head. Like, if I was just older, why had to be a year right now? I want to be, because I think she was like 19, 20 at that time. I'm like, man, if I was just 17.
And you were 12.
I was 12. If I was 17 at least. 18, come on, we gonna make it happen. But that affected me as a young age. Child therapy.
Well, that's cool. That's normal, I would say. Although I'm still gonna call you a little young pervert, but that was normal.
Hey, at least I'm honest about who I was attracted to.
That's fine. Heavy D was my first crush, and I don't even like light skinned dudes. I'm just saying.
You just like the confidence on that was on your type of time.
Listen.
I already know what time it.
Listen, that was a sex appeal that cannot be explained. Like, he was dancing and rapping, and when he did the Bo Diddley, I was like, Lord have mercy.
He was actually before his time. Like
he was swag before swag.
If we'd have came out right after Pac and all that situation happened, man, he would probably be way bigger than he ended up being. But then again, if you think about it, Heavy D paved the way for Biggie. Heavy D, Bad Boys, and Heavy D paved the way for Biggie.
Biggie sat on his lazy fat ass and ain't moved. Fuck Biggie.
But Big was lyrical motherfucker.
With his cockeyed ass.
Shit, yeah, he saw them lyrics. What you talking about?
Hey, them lyrics is questionable to this day.
Oh, okay. You just being a hater now. You just being a hater now. Here we go.
People pay attention to more attractive individuals. Even this happens like in interviews, right? People might remember what you say more in an interview, or they might take what you're saying more seriously or more specific.
Yeah. He is Gemini. That's right.
Yeah.
Because they find you attractive. That does happen as well. Job interviews is what I meant, okay? The next one is people actually maintain or make eye contact with you. Sometimes what you might see is it's not eye contact, but it might be that someone is staring at you. I know it sounds weird. And when you look at them, you notice they look away, but they are in fact looking in your direction, okay? Eye contact or putting visual resources.
Something to that too. Now, at the barbershop, this barbershop talk. I'm get.
Okay, give me a minute. My phone running hot. I gotta drop down real quick. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll give y'all a little. There's a thing and people talk about, like, I don't know. I gotta have feedback on this, but like. One of the stereotypes the sisters have compared to everybody else outside or whatever is, and this is regional. This is not a generalization. This is more regional. A lot of sisters don't know how to really flirt, as well as, let's say, other groups. So this changed, of course. This is an antiquated stereotype, but like. I didn't know, like, a lot of times when I was out there dating, a chick would just sit by, a sister would just sit by me and don't say nothing, expect me to say something to them. And I wouldn't say, sometimes, a lot of times I wouldn't even, I was like, okay, I'm not going to pay you no mind because like you want me to make the first move. And I, you know, do I really want to make the first move or not? No, I want to chill. I'm going to chill. It would be one of them type of situations. And I know it changed a long time because like social media kind of helped that in the early days where now that stereotype kind of got out and then people start opening up more. Like a sister would be, or oh yeah, talk, like how me and my wife met like at the Apple store or whatever. We just start talking about Apple stuff, like oh yeah, the new app. It was like a 3GS at that time. Start talking about like stuff like that, and then damn, we got a conversation going on. So it was something between probably 96, 97 to like 2009. Something flipped where it was more. The conversation got better. Like I feel like the conversation got way better with it because I used to be just a chick would just sit by you and expect you to like pay attention to them. You know what I mean? It just, to me, it kind of used to turn me off of that because like it's like, oh, you expect me to say something to you, so then you expect me to keep chasing you. I overthink things like that. I'm like, okay, you run the game, you trying to, you know, if I pursue you, and then you know you start playing games, so I ain't, you know, I'm not gonna like that. So if nobody you can't come and like, hey, let's say, you know, say a funny joke, like not even a funny joke. Let's say something funny that's happening right there. A lot of times, like, it's the funniest shit. Like when I started getting back in the gym, I started getting back in the gym like when I was 24 years old, right? And the flirt, this was the auntie flirt, I call it, when like a Kruger will see me at a bar or whatnot and be with their friends, and they'll tell their friends, "Ooh, I need to start going to the gym," that type of shit. So yeah, shit's crazy, man. I'm like, I couldn't imagine what people going through right now that on the dating scene
towards a particular person is actually a very strong nonverbal indicator of somebody having some sort of interest or attraction, okay? And research does show that individuals who are more attractive actually receive more substantial eye contact from other individuals, like just in general, okay? And that's not necessarily meaning that if this doesn't happen, you're unattractive. But again, we're saying that these are more common with those who are attractive. So what's the reason why I thought this video was important? One, somebody requested it on my main channel a while back. And so I thought, okay, let me make it. Two, the other reason is because if you are an attractive person, there are some truths to, we were just talking about them. If you're more attractive, there are certain social things that can happen, both good and bad. And you might not be aware why it's happening. It can confuse you. It can make you feel like maybe more pulled into your shell because you feel like, why are people always staring at me? Am I weird? Am I something? Am I, you know, a bad person? You might take these as a negative thing, whereas most people view the context of attractiveness as a good thing. And so if people are staring at you, it's probably because you're something that they want to stare at. I didn't mean that in a weird way, but it's not that you're a strange.
What I found out too, man, is especially younger dudes. Oh shit, yeah, what up, CP3? Especially with the younger dudes, like when I was younger, you used to kind of think the opposite sex is damn near like an alien figure type situation. And the reality is the woman is just as scared, the girl's just as scared of you as you are to them. You know what I mean? It's the same dynamic. And on that level, just as in like rejection and if this is more on like the survival instincts on woman's side, like if this person weird, how the vibes are, all this stuff. It just, if I could tell my 19-year-old self now, right now, I'll be like, hey, get more in tune with yourself to a point where if you work on yourself enough, it will make a lot of those interactions easier. Because like the thing is, if you are like you're working on yourself and you are holding yourself to high regard, somebody else gonna hold you in high regard. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works. And then like if you're taking care of yourself, it shows, and you dedicated something. Like no woman want to jump on a broke train. They want to jump on a moving train. You know what I'm saying? Like look at everybody that got like the whole saying have emotion. They got motion. I'm pretty sure it's about 10, 11 women around them wishing they could jump on that train too. You know, just off top. So I'll tell my 19, I say, hey, work on yourself to a point where, because I remember like I had a female friend, man, a long time ago, and I used to tell her, I was like, because like I never dated her or anything like that. I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna work on myself and you know, get myself in the gym, work on myself, so I won't have to do too much. A lot of stuff would be like already worked out. Like if they want to be with me, it's gonna be something gonna attract them to me. And she was like, you don't have to do all that. Yeah. Funny how that worked though, because like when you do work on yourself, all of a sudden like everything's easier. Cause like why would a good girl want to get with the bag, you know, the dope man? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that is like a lot of that sense of purpose, protection. They see that power. They see them got a little power in their neighborhood or whatever, which is fleeing in a way. Like you got power until you don't. It's always a bigger dog. It's always a law enforcement type of situation. But it's like a false sense of masculinity type shit. So if I told my 19-year-old self, I'm like, hey, you could legit be all that, not necessarily with as much money as they have. Not every dope boy is getting like the fucking $100 grand and all that stuff like that. But like you can work yourself in a trade or whatever. You can work yourself to have that, plus the peace and quiet, plus you can work on yourself so much that even if they come fucking with you, like you can handle that business if you have to. And inherently, women see that if they see you in a better, how I can say it. If they see you take care of yourself, they see you able to protect them and fix things and do this, a lot of the bullshit games just go out the window. Like, all right, I got you. So that's why I would say to my 19-year-old self on that. You there?
I see you.
All right, we'll go back a little bit so you'll react to this.
With those who are attractive. So what's the reason why I thought this video was important? One, somebody requested it on my main channel a while back, and so I thought, okay, let me make it. Two, the other reason is because if you are an attractive person, there are some truths to, like we were just talking about them. If you're more attractive, there are certain social things that can happen, both good and bad, and you might not be aware why it's happening. It can confuse you. It can make you feel like maybe more pulled into your shell because you feel like, why are people always staring at me? Am I weird? Am I something? Am I, a bad person? You might take these as a negative thing, whereas most people view the context of attractiveness as a good thing. And so if people are staring at you, it's probably because you're something that they want to stare at. I didn't mean that in a weird way, but it's not.
Why does she keep saying show me in a weird way? Like,
because some people are uncomfortable as fuck. Like this is like, let's be real. This is the generation of I'm extra sensitive. And how dare you find me attractive? Type like, really?
Man, I remember. Oh man, I remember when I first interacted with somebody like that, and like this is dating Taryn. This is I want to say this is back in 2007, somewhere around that range. And I was at 24-hour fitness. I'll never forget this. I went to because I had just got for work. And I went to this 24-hour fitness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the sauna. It was like this chick, like I ain't gonna lie, she was a white chick, I ain't gonna lie. But like she was like gothic, you know, she was it's a whole meme of the big titty gothic chick. That was that meme. So I was like, oh, let me see, you know, let me try to talk. You know, I was on that type of time.
That's so funny.
And she felt weird because I thought she was, I'm like, okay. It was weird to me too. I'm like, all right, you know, hey, I didn't even I was like, all right, this motherfucker crazy.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where is this coming from? And come to find out, it's the colleges, because yeah, you know, it come from colleges, man, hands down. Because she went to TWU, and that's when I realized, oh, you know what TWU is?
No.
Texas Women's University. You, man. Now the nasty stereotype Texas Women's got right with it. That was like they used to call it. This is not me saying it. If anybody try to cancel me, this is what they said. They said it was the reform school for hoes. I'm not lying to y'all. That's what they used to say. Call it. It's crazy thinking about it. Because I knew a lot of fast women fast girls that was in high school, end up going to that school, and that all of a sudden they hate all men. It's weird how that worked.
No comment. She was a feminist. Let's read.
So yeah.
Not that you're a strange person. If people remember details about you, it means that they find whatever you're sharing to some extent valuable. If women are more friendly and relaxed towards you, it doesn't mean they're automatically putting you in the friend zone and they're not attracted to you. There is research that shows that people who are more comfortable around somebody is usually because they find them more appealing. And so these are things that can really help you. Oh, jealousy, another one. If men are like bullying you or they're putting you down to some extent, or they say weird remarks towards you, it's because they find you competitive in the sense of competition, a rival, particularly for mating in a bio.
All right. Or that person could be just a bitch.
I agree with that.
Or it could just
be
that
for me is the same damn thing.
Okay, yeah. Because like I just ignore cats like that. I learned how to ignore people. If I'm on mission trying to talk to somebody, I found out it's more effective ignoring them and still talking to the mission instead of engaging with that. Would that make sense?
Oh yeah, that would be your best bet. Because how dare you pay him more attention than me when you're trying to get with me? Like I'm gonna check out on both y'all asses. Deuces.
You remember what was that? On Murder was a case that the album is a song talking about cock blockers. Like, hey, they want to fuck you. They want to fuck your girl and even you. Remember that?
It be coming across like that sometimes. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Yeah, shit crazy, man. You gotta be like, you gotta stand strong and stand for, you know, hey, nah, you know what? I'm talking to her. I'm not going to pay attention to this motherfucker. Because if I have to pay attention to somebody, I'm gonna have to slap them upside the head or something. I don't have to do that. That was the mentality then.
Psychological perspective, that you're going to take resources from them, such as having a partner to which helps them psychologically, and you're taking that resource away.
All right, that's pretty much it on that. Let's see. Do I have anything else? Do I have it? Show that. Let's see. Shout out to Dominique Dawes though, man. I appreciate that sermon after that. I'm like, oh, got one more thing. So the Netflix boycott. I haven't seen this. So this is on Netflix apparently.
That we know about you. You love to get up and dance. How about you break out those moves for your two biggest fans? If you're not sure what to choose.
What the fuck am I watching here? Is that Coco Melon?
Yeah.
I want to talk to my wife. I'm going to talk to my wife. This is crazy here.
Think about all the things you like to do. Just be you.
Just be me?
Yep. When you're trying to decide, think about all the things you like to do. Just be you.
Just be me.
Thing that
So now they telling the kids that's exactly who they are.
I want to talk to my wife. Make sure. I didn't know this part of Coco Melon. I didn't know this.
This is new, though. I mean, they've been trying to subtly usher that in.
I'm a little fucked up right now. You know what? It's weird that they doing this because my daughter's been loving that K-pop Dragon Slayer, Demon Slayer, Demon Hunters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, pretty good for 3D anime, based off K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, them girls can sing. I was like, shit, these little Asian girls could blow. Have you watched it?
No, and I don't allow my children to watch it because a lot of this stuff is, especially kids shows, are of what you just witnessed, and I'm not doing that. Like you're not gonna shove this down my kid's throat.
I'm with you on that.
You're not.
Like I said, I actually watched that with them. It wasn't bad. It was
I get to decide when we discuss the sexuality and all that other stuff because that's what people do in their bedroom. Bedrooms have doors for a reason. It's supposed to be private. I don't give a damn who you fucking, but you're not gonna convince my child that that's what they should do.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah, that's crazy. They got that Coco Melon on. I gotta find the libs of TikTok. All right, here's another one.
Okay, I've got eyes on the cake. Flowers are inbound. People, where's my glitter?
It's Cherry Chet reporting from the wedding of the year. Everyone's favorite karate instructor, Sensei Dave, will be marrying mixed martial arts champion Jiu-Jitsu Joe.
He's the undisputed.
Phoenix. I'm shocked.
Are you really?
No, I'm not.
Like really shocked? Really?
You know how everybody start figuring this shit out, right? Because let me find a Netflix.
But you know who would try to convince you the most that they are not coming after your kid? Rainbow Men. I don't know where you get this this idea that we want your children. Really? You don't see where I would be concerned with that, with all this stuff that. Okay, cool. Well, guess what? You don't have to worry about why the fuck I'm worried about my kids, because you ain't had none.
I'm trying to find.
You won't get mad.
So here we go. Elon Musk urged Netflix to boycott for a show that ended 2 years ago. All right, so apparently this Dead End Paranormal Park, which hold up, my mouth dry. My mouth dry as hell.
Seems like it.
They had a trans character on that show. They snuck that in there. So the show creator Hamish Steele shared his blue. Oh shit! So basically, this dude who created the show, he I don't know if it's a he or in there. I'm a little confused on that. You never know. They said something about Charlie Kirk, so this has been like a slow roast type situation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to talk to my wife on this shit. It's crazy. I didn't know they were going down like they were doing this. That
I bet you a lot of Negroes wish they listened to Monique back now. Mm-hmm. Oh, I meant to send you.
You got something else?
Yeah, I knew I meant to send you something. I knew it. Hold on 1 second.
Shit's getting spooky out here, man.
Speaking of,
all right. Love the instrumental on it.
So wait a minute. This is Yikes added twist. Scientists a show for 7-year-olds on Netflix showcases young students coming together to set up and celebrate their teacher's gay wedding. Oh, and Barack and Michelle Obama are the show's investor. Oh,
Hold up. Shit's crazy, huh?
not shocking. Obama just recently came out and said all little boys should have gay mentors. I'm not sure why that's important, because he literally listed the characteristics of that particular professor or teacher, however you want to say, but then made him being gay the most important. I don't understand how that's just stupid. Oh yeah, I'll be cussing him out in a minute.
Oh yeah, I see him on. Yeah, I'm not jumping up and. Oh no, I didn't know this. The Babysitter Club pushes transgender. Oh shit, it's more.
The Babysitters Club. Do you know how old that story is?
Hey, here you go.
It took a while, but we finally found a file for a Bailey Del Vecchio. Is 32 Burnhill Road still the current address? Yeah. Have you been giving him fluids? If he's dehydrated, we'll need to place an IV. Have him change into this.
No. No, they didn't do this, did they? Holy shit. Holy.
No comment. Because if I do, we both be fucked up right now.
Oh, it's another thing. Hold on, I gotta find it. It's another thing.
And these are kid shows.
Oh, of course.
Kid shows.
Why wouldn't it be quick kid shows?
Libs of TikTok. Then they try to excuse, oh, transgender has nothing to do with sexuality but about your gender. Why are you attacking their gender?
Makes you think.
Like, why they have to change their gender? If they feel like, I feel like murdering people sometimes. Should I just go out and do it? No.
Yeah. It's something else. Hold on.
There are times I would like to take my baseball bat and beat the hell out of people that are getting on my nerves. Because I feel like it. Don't make it right.
All right. I got one more. This is stand-up routine. Just got a little Detroit in you, girl. You know.
A little bit. Speaking of.
Hold up.
I woke up to Detroit this morning.
All right, hold up. Now, this is a comedy show.
Factory default vaginas are the divine gateway of life. Our species could not exist without them. I will never take that away from you because I don't want to. And also, there are plenty of things an aftermarket vagina can do that a stock vagina cannot.
I highly doubt that.
You just call my vagina a stock vagina.
He said he literally called your pussy stock. For real. I'm sorry. I don't mean this is his words. Fuck it. Hey, we like stock. I like stock. I don't need modified. Only thing I want modified is my car. I actually drive.
This is my issue with that. Stop trying to add shit.
Put paint where it ain't.
I am not a fucking adjective.
But they think you are.
Like, you keep trying to add extra shit. For what?
You know what?
You a cis? Oh no, bitch. I'm a woman. I'm not a cis woman. I'm a woman.
Venus, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't do this. All right, now we better.
Yeah, they are transformers.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
I love that. I'm sorry, man.
That don't make no fucking sense whatsoever.
That might be bad taste. I'm sorry.
A stock vagina.
Like destroy. Also, there are plenty of things an aftermarket vagina can do that a stock vagina cannot. Like destroy the fabric of Western civilization as we know it. Only he does that.
Help me on this.
And it's a whole bunch of women cheering this shit on.
Please help me. I don't know what to say. Help me.
You don't know what. Yeah.
I have no.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
Why?
Makes sense to me. Why was you fighting so hard to be the opposite fucking sex? To still be with a dude. Like, that makes no sense.
I just gotta keep on playing drops.
It is talking about, well, I'm a gay man. I feel like a gay man. You confused. You know what? Nope.
I don't know why you're doing this to me. I ain't done nothing. You had sex with Willa Maskin. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
Very much so.
Close the doors for me for a quick moment.
All right, it's been. I don't know what to say.
Only my pussy can murder the little baby Jesus.
He's not just this motherfucker just did not say what I think he's about to say, right? Or he did say.
I don't know where the fuck he going with it. But okay.
Let's keep going.
Before he even has a chance to start an apocalyptic death cult and ruin the world. That's miracle pussy. That is how I define good pussy.
That's not even fucking funny.
Not in the least. Not in the fucking least.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I don't help me, Phoenix.
Nope.
Help me. I don't know what to say.
I know they need help.
I love refrigerators.
Substance of God in their life, clearly. I can't help you.
Yeah, put them in the church and do this.
Close the doors for me for a quick moment.
Listen. They do need one of those moments. I ain't gonna even hold you for real. And a lot of people talking about, oh, he can't pray the gay away. Okay, cool. So let me get this straight. You mean to tell me God can perform every other miracle on earth? Like, oh, thank God for my career. Thank God for, for any and every other thing I do in life. But you can't get me back on the right track as far as my sexuality. No, that's impossible.
Man.
Okay. Not the great I am. Oh, okay. Let me be quiet though. You do you, boo boo.
Yeah. I can't
keep letting Satan do his job. He convinced Eve to bite that apple. I guess he can convince you were not supposed to be born a man or a woman. You were supposed to be the opposite. But Satan can perform that miracle, but God can't. Okay. I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm gonna go through this next 20 seconds.
Before.
Yeah.
I do also realize, of course, that last joke may offend some Christians. And it is very important to me that you know that I don't care.
That's cool. Guess what, Pooh Bear?
Look,
you gonna care on Judgment Day.
I'm gonna be.
And your entire tune is going to change. So keep not caring. I don't care more than you don't care.
So okay, hold on. Let me get this straight. Now, if you want us to modify the way we speak, you want us not to make jokes or have jokes, like even the whole Dave Chappelle situation.
And he didn't say anything offensive.
And you destroyed that person that to the point where they unalive themselves.
No, Dave Chappelle joked. And it wasn't really even a joke. It was a story of his friend whom he gave a chance to. And he said that it was his own people that were bullying him on the internet.
Exactly.
And to the point where they took their own life.
Exactly. I just said
And
that,
for some reason, Dave Chappelle got backlash for that. He said, don't punch down on people. Don't punch down on my friend. My friend was who they were, but they were also trying to be a comedian. And every day they'll get online and their own people would be the ones dogging them out.
That part. It's
to the point where they didn't even want to live anymore. And somehow we're the enemy.
I don't know what to say. Like, you basically saying, hey, well, I don't care. They don't care about offending us. Then why should we care about
offending them? I don't give a fuck either.
Why
we don't keep the same energy?
Why we, like, you say, well, T people exist. Okay, now if we say, well, we don't care if you exist or not, that's a problem. You know, it's always gonna be something.
Listen, the issue about that is you're not gonna accept me for who I am. My baby, you did it first.
That part.
So now you want me to participate in a lie just so you can feel better. You didn't accept you for you. You can't get mad at me because you decided that bullshit. I didn't decide that for you.
Amen.
You gonna get mad at me for not participating in a lie. I ain't lying for you. I don't even lie for me. Why would I lie for you?
So like I said, the problem is like Blair Wright is probably the most popular trans on the right. You know what I'm saying? And like everybody give them respect like a motherfucker because like they calling out. You know what I'm saying? And they got respect. They calling out like, hey man, it ain't, don't force this and everything. A lot of people just really want to just live their life and don't feel like they're being compelled to say certain things or not. But like, it's always a political wing of these groups and stuff. Like if you go look at the statistics, not statistics. You actually go talk to people like in the LG and B. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
They ain't really rocking.
Oh, I
with it.
like that joke too when he did that.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. I saw that shit live because he was on that tour.
Alphabet for alphabet. Yeah, that was hilarious. And I remember back in the day where the L's and the G's were called the B's confused. Pick a side. Pick a side. Now they're called pansexuals. Well, I'm like, ain't that the same damn thing as the boss?
The main one.
I'm sexually fluid. Okay, that's dangerous because that means you would do anything, not just anybody, but anything.
Yep.
I'm good on you. Y'all so confused. You need to pick something and stick with it.
Phoenix, you know what though? They used to say that the slippery slope was a fallacy, but then they kind of proved the slippery slope because like a lot of people when the gay marriage thing hit, one of the biggest arguments on the right was like, okay, it was two arguments working simultaneously. The libertarian argument, like, hey, why the states are even involved in the marriage business in the first place? Make it a contract. You make it a contract. You're gonna renew your vows anyway, so do like every 10 years or whatnot. You renew your vows, and then just like we just take the state out of marriage in general. That's what the libertarian stance was. And a lot of the intellectual conservatives, like your Ben Shapiro's and them, they were saying the same thing because like it's problematic to have to stay involved with marriage in the first place, just because of like the divorce. They kind of push the laws and divorce and everything like that. If it was more of on a, just a personal contract type situation, the prenup, everything be cleaner, and you won't have to stay so involved with the process of like custody and everything. That's their argument.
You know what's funny is that they highlight divorce more than they promote marriage.
Of course, because it's more money in divorce when it comes to lawyers and stuff like family law and
for lawyers, yeah, but not really for anybody else. Like a two-person household, and they're both out here working 2 incomes. That's more money in the household. They're not out here living check to check. So that means they're going out. They have more savings. That means they can spend more money, and that stimulates and strengthens the economy. But the divorce just stimulates and strengthens divorce lawyers' pockets.
And what they thinking,
because they don't pay taxes. They know how to get around it. They're lawyers.
But you gotta look at it in the industry standpoint, where a divorced woman is more likely gonna get back in the job force, or more likely gonna make her money, and plus takes part of the money from the husband that got divorced. So then you got the state hands out. They the middleman in that whole situation in a lot of cases, right? For alimony and everything like that, they end up becoming middleman. Then on top of that, now you got they pay like a joint household. You're gonna pay less in taxes because like you take care of kids and this and this and that. But if you separate and you still got y'all both making a lot of money, you're gonna get more. They're gonna have to tax you more because you're not married. But like you still gonna have tax credits with the kids and everything like that. But your tax rate is gonna be higher. That makes sense. So it's a big time racket. Plus, then Democrats got like most divorced women gonna probably lean left in the first place because like you're gonna go opposite of what your man is in a lot of cases when that divorce happen. So then you got the bitter woman that's insecure about society because she failed in marriage or whatever. No matter who failed in marriage, divorce is failure. That should be seen as a failure in the relationship on both parties.
A lot of people do actually look at it as a failure.
Yeah,
to be honest.
So now you got a bitter woman that's gonna be a big time donor in your party. They can't lose that. So therefore, promote more of the bitter woman to lead your party, and you'll have a base.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of women look at the stuff like what women like what a lot of women like to watch on TV, like the dramas, the crime saga series, like the Snap and all that stuff. Lifetime movies. You know, it's more social. It's not more. It's more subjective, not objective. If that makes sense. Like, well, so it goes on the whole psyche, and like if you get so many bitter women and part of your party, that then now that's a narrative about the patriarchy. That's how you get your feminist movement. There you go. Because yeah, of course the patriarchy is bad because like your patriarchy didn't work. So all the patriarchy bad.
It be that way sometime, I guess.
Yeah. And plus, most of these women are gonna be past their prime per se. So they you know what I'm saying. You know I'm telling the truth. They're gonna be past their prime, and then they're gonna be like, well, and they're gonna steal that poison in the young. That's why the young women are awkward in a lot of cases, because that poison.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go through the DL Hughley thing, and then we'll be done.
Okay, because this is funny.
Only achieve something via handout. We are capable of great. Nobody said that you only capable of do it. Then do it.
By the way, just
there complaining.
What's up?
Just for context, this is the Righteous Perspective reacting to Anton Daniels doing a rant. As you can see on Who by the title, DL Hughley, Amanda Seales, Ricky Smiley, and I think there's a couple other people, but go ahead.
So, was this in context of like DL Hughley, what they were complaining about? Because they always complaining. So
he says it in the beginning. So if you missed it, just rewind it and let him go.
All right.
Says is racist to say that black people can only achieve something via handout. We are capable of great. Nobody said that you only capable of do it. Then do it. Do it. Stop sitting there complaining. I don't like the fact that they saying it. Then do something.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your brother Wise. We have to check out this video. Anton goes completely off, and I am in 100% agreement with everything that this brother says right here in this clip. Phenomenal. I couldn't have said it better, to be honest with you, man. Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Go over there to Millionaire Morning Show and go check that brother out as well. He's doing good work over there, man, but he cooks right here. Let's go.
If y'all so great at what it is that you do, then do it. Create your great community. Increase your property values. Fix your neighborhood. Stop the killings. Snitch on the killers that's in your neighborhood and the people that's selling drugs to your community.
You can choose to raid the caravan, or you can choose to guard it. This is a game where slaying monsters are not the only...
Get good grades. Stop needing incentives in order to get you into STEM programs and start going into AI machine learning and cloud infrastructure. Do it then. Stop sitting there telling us what you don't like and what you don't like people saying. Then do it. Most people that actually is about that life, they use anything that anybody say against them as negative motivation in order to propel them forward. We don't want to hear that no more. Do something, bro. Keep on complaining and whining about what people saying about you. Don't nobody care about how you feel. Do something. Everybody want to sit there and complain and talking all of this. Now, I don't like how you feel about me. I don't care how you feel about me. The results speak for themselves. They can talk about it. They can complain about it. But the fact of the matter is the numbers don't lie. You can feel however you want to feel. You can go back and forth. You can make as many reaction videos as you want to make, but the results is going to tell the whole tale. You better than me? Then let me see your numbers. You greater than me? How many times have you actually show me? Show me. Because all of the numbers say differently. and you losing. You've been losing your entire life. Your whole life, you a loser. You failed at everything you ever did. You never did nothing successful. And the only reason that you got a job that you got right now is because you work for somebody that don't even look like you while complaining about the very system that you exist in. You can't even sustain yourself. You can't even take care of your own chick. You can't take care of your own kids. You complain about child support. You don't have the capacity and you don't have the results to actually show us that you're doing anything other than what you're doing right now. Typing hard with no profile picture. You a loser. Everything about you is loser. Your parents don't like you. You a loser.
God damn. Damn. Oh shit. Shout out to Anton. Shout out to Anton, man. Hey, hey, sometimes you gotta go. Hey, go straight to the bone marrow, man. Go straight to that. Is he wrong?
But he's gonna be like Charlamagne the guy. He keep that shit up.
He gonna be what?
Running away from folk.
Oh, he like to squabble?
Man, listen. Cause somebody gonna be highly offended.
I don't know. Anton might got some hands. I don't know, man. That's Detroit.
He's from Detroit.
Yeah, he might got some hands. You might not be running there.
Test it, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't advise.
Chick don't like you. You a loser. You don't have the ability. When you die, you're gonna die in debt. You don't even serve God because God said you are to leave an inheritance for your children. You don't know your children. You don't have the capacity to leave them an inheritance. You can't take care of nobody. You can't even take care of yourself. You on Section 8. You a walking handout. All the way up until the time that you go to prison, we're gonna be paying for your prison meals. You ain't cool. You ain't sweet. You ain't successful. You a loser. Everything about you is a loser. You a loser face mentality having, should be in the dictionary right next to the word loser. All of y'all is losers. All of you left liberal leaning. I want a handout. I'm begging diversity, equity, and inclusion, protesting. You a loser. Real winners don't sit there and go outside with a protest. They monetizing you, you sucker. The only ones that's getting paid is the Al Sharptons, the Roland Martins, and the only reason they leading y'all in protests is because they getting a check. Kamala Harris proved that when we started pulling her political donations and all of this stuff, they was getting $500,000 checks to over there and lead y'all in. That's your leaders? You ain't even got no leaders. Where your leaders at? Where your black leaders at? You don't know them. You don't follow them. You ain't read their books. You ain't got their biographies. You don't do nothing. Where your leaders at? Where the leaders at? Ain't no leaders. It's just you by yourself, you loser.
Damn.
Keep telling me about what y'all doing that's so great. Who your leader? Umar Johnson? You gonna build a school too?
Damn.
How many people you employ?
Damn.
Nobody. You ain't even got a job yourself. We're not even gonna talk about employing nobody because you don't have a job. Broke. One paycheck away from losing everything. Go and live in van life. Nobody worried about you. You know why I don't care about when people say stuff about me? Because they have no power. You have no power. You can't even survive on your own. I watched the guy that did a live stream about me one time back in the day. Y'all know about it. He was homeless. He was taking showers at the gym. He was homeless. What am I supposed to do? Fight this dude? Am I supposed to fight him? He was homeless. He was taking showers at the gym. He had a...
This goes back to the other night, man. Sometimes just laughing at the ridiculousness of the situation is the best medicine of it. It's just something when you hear something so outrageous, it even made me like sometimes something so outrageous, you just have to laugh like, what? What the fuck?
Yeah, man, like
what the fuck is this person talking about?
That's why I said in the chat, somebody that can't even lift up their fucking...
Man.
If somebody is calling you fat and they got like 2 backs and 3 stomachs.
I'm just like
that is like the biggest, and pun intended, audacity I have ever witnessed in life.
I'm like, you know what's funny too, man? Is because like this, I'm using that as, I ain't gonna lie, I'm using that as motivation. Like I said, I'm putting that comment in actual attractive woman math so it can motivate me better. That's what I'm doing because like it was so ridiculous. I just gotta use it. I just have to use it at gym. It was so crazy. Like, I'm like, where? See, here's the thing. Earlier that day, one of my one of the custodians, she was doing the lawn out of where I work at. She was doing lawn in the rider one of them riding lawnmowers, right? And it got stuck on the curve. So I'm in the break room. I'm over here making me some breakfast and stuff right at the gym and everything. And she was like, "Hey, can you come in and help me get this at the thing?" I was like, "All right, I'll go and do it." And I literally, no bullshit aside, just lift up the thing and pushed it. And she looked at me like I was fucking Hercules. You remember that movie Hercules back in the Gap? She looked at me like, what the fuck? So I had a little ego that yesterday. Like, I was like, damn, I'm really I'm fucking strong. Still that fucking strong. I felt myself a little bit. Then that shit happened. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to. It's too good of it's too crazy of an insult. I gotta put it somewhere because I do want to lose. I do kind of want to get more cut up. I've been on the getting back on the cardio and I've been doing cardio, but being more enthused about doing it. As you know what I'm saying, I'm doing like more hits and everything, trying to make tighten shit up. I'm 40. I want to make sure everything good still, which there is.
Right.
Beside the point. So I'm like, I gotta use that. I gotta use that motivation, just because, and it was so ridiculous. That's why I just laughed. I was like, what the fuck? But that's
let him keep going.
All right, my bad.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Record. Nobody is afraid of you. Newsflash. Nobody is afraid of anything that you got going on. Nobody. Not a soul on this earth. They trying to save you from yourself. Handpick them one at a time. Maybe this one can get it. Nobody is afraid of you. Nobody. We know you have zero power. You a Twitter typing, no power having, can't give nobody a job, begging for one yourself.
The body scanner reveals the brutal truth about your body that your regular scale will never tell you. For weeks, my scale showed I wasn't losing weight.
My, oh my, have you fallen from grace? Keep on calling each other king and queen. What is that, a term of endearment? A term of, kings and queens don't live in Section 8 poverty.
Not at all.
That's facts.
I didn't know that kings and queens was living like paupers and is looking for federal handouts.
Man,
Banging in the hood that you ain't owning no property in. When the last time kings and queens sold drugs in their own community and was giving props to people that did so? When? You're uneducated, you behind the 8 ball, you make less than any other group, but you've been here longer than any other group outside of white people. Every year, the community gets worse and worse. White people are losing. How sad of you to have ancestors who had a leg up and you are on government assistance. My white hairs are absolute losers. I love it when I see some of y'all walk around with your septum nose rings and your super sassy shorts on, and you're sitting there having a conversation. You
and your blue, red, green, rainbow color hair. Come on now.
You in the same boat as black people. You ain't no better. You a loser. You are a scourge on the earth.
Damn.
I don't respect none of y'all. I don't respect the word that you saying. What you gonna say to me? You gonna give me some advice? You gonna show me how to build my YouTube channel up more? You ain't got nothing. You ain't did nothing. You ain't never built nothing in your life. How you gonna take advice when complaints go up, not down? What I'm gonna do, talk to you about my problems? Not impressed by y'all. You can't even pick a decent hero. All of your heroes is comedians. Who do you follow? D.L. Hughley, Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley? You talk about the dude that didn't even know how to raise his own kids in a rightful manner?
Damn.
All of their kids, think about it. All of your leaders' kids is f***ed up. Let's just have a real conversation. D.L. Hughley? This nigga got checked by Monique and couldn't even defend himself. He had to have the black community come to his own rescue. How he gonna have a conversation sitting there with a cigar in his hand like he tough, talking about Charlie?
That's all facts. Damn. Oh, that hit the that's a 30-out sit, hit the bone marrow right there. God damn. Ooh. Shit.
Yeah. See why I was reminded as soon as you said oh yeah, I knew it was something I meant to send your ass.
Hey.
That was a lot.
Man, Anton got the high spade, the high joker, low joker, both deuces, and the ace. He's like, look, man, look. Whatever y'all got, y'all setting. Y'all ain't got nothing tonight. Y'all setting, you ain't got nothing. Y'all got nothing tonight. It's done.
Nigga, defend yourself against Monique. Monique had you by the collar. He had to call in the cavalry to save himself from Monique. D.L. Hughley? We had to stop her from going in on your family that was broken. And I was on DL's side like, oh man, free Jason, please don't destroy D.L. Hughley. Amanda Seals? That's who y'all talking about? Crash dummy Amanda Seals? Amanda Seals. She can't even get 400 people in her own live stream on YouTube, and she was on a national TV show.
I'm just waiting on to say Drake
about losing. This chick went from
He is
Jubilee
never
to
a leader,
300
honey.
people in her
So
live
that will
stream.
never happen.
She done had every opportunity that you can ever think of from any woman that you can ever see in your entire life, and she fumbled them all, and you're following her.
Cold work.
20 versus 1. Shannon Sharp.
Facts.
The people that she used to work with don't even work with her no more.
Damn.
Looking strung out, looking just like a crackhead. I seen a chick that looked like her the other day that was walking down the street. She asked me for some change to catch the bus. She looks like a crackhead. That's y'all leader? Why? Because she let her hair knot up a little bit? She done walked around with privilege her entire life and fumbled every single bag and every single opportunity, and you sitting here walking and following her. Who y'all gonna follow? Tiffany Cross? The chick that got fired from MSNBC and was never able to cover? Let me guess. Joy Reid is your hero. Oh. Joy Reid, not even from here. Parents is immigrants, came over to the country, had all of the opportunity in the world, can't even get to 300,000 subscribers and had a leg up, had a whole network backing her and can't do nothing. Your leaders are losers. Everybody that you follow is a loser. Everybody. Everybody. Can't mess with nothing that we got going on over here. Not nothing, not one. Crushing your dreams every day. We destroy you because we outwork you. We got we got a better family structure. We ain't out here living zesty lives.
This is what the world's most advanced PC looks like.
All of them ain't married, crumbling situations, divorce, kids is toe up, everything. And these is y'all leaders. These are the people that y'all follow. Ain't got no fruits to show you. The Lord said you would know them by their fruits.
Yep. Yep.
All of them is trash. Trash. People in their own party don't even mess with them. You're divided. You're broken. You're broke. Begging for opportunities, and all of these niggas is broke. All of them is broke. All of them is broke. And the only reason why the women leaders and the Democrat, all of these Democrat conscious and socialists and all of these people, the only reason that they not dusty and they not homeless is because they got a man that's helping them and they giving up that box. They can't survive on their own. They diversity, equity, inclusion in their own relationships.
He didn't say the other thing. They got white men. He didn't say that part.
No comment.
He didn't say that part.
Can't survive on their own. Dusty. All of them are dusty. All of them. All of them are dusty. Every last one of them. If they not rapping or dribbling the basketball or shooting a jump shot or running the 50-yard dash, you a court jester. You're a form of entertainment. That's it. You ain't never built nothing in your life. They got all of these degrees, but can't find a job. If they so complaining about the white man, then why are they sitting on a white man's platform on YouTube? The only reason that they got a voice is because the white man allows for them. They on X typing hard on Elon Musk's platform. They on Sergey Brin's platform, YouTube. Go over the fan base. Go over there with them. Get off of TikTok. Get off of YouTube. Get off the white man's platform then. And build one yourself and stay in your own community. Always looking for somebody to give you a handout. Whining like a little hoe.
See, and the other part was I never shout out to Boogie, man. But one thing, like I probably never gonna the whole hey, well they got this. We need to be getting this. And I'm like, man. I mean, my part is like, hey, man, I think we're looking at it wrong. Like what Anton's saying is right. Like, look, man, we got to get our own shit. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it, or you gotta be building.
You can't say somebody looking at it wrong because that's their experience. The
I
thing
know.
is, you can just say, look, I get what you're saying, because when you say you're looking at it wrong, you're dismissing.
I may, that's a bad choice of words. I wasn't really confident on that choice of words. It's different perspectives in that aspect because even like when Jim Crow was hitting, right? Not every southern state acted the same. Like Bama's gonna be a little bit. Bama and Mississippi's gonna be look way different than like Texas. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, you had aspects like Dallas. It was bad, but Fort Worth, it was a military town. So like shit, everybody was like, look, man, we might have to go to war. We might not even be tripping about this damn race shit. We might be going overseas. Russia tripping. They on that type of
right.
So it's different. That's why like Dallas Fort Worth was just totally different mentality. That's what we was talking about on Amsterdam, but that's another story.
We hate women that whine all day. Yeah. That's what y'all sound like, always begging. Please, y'all gonna give us some reparations. Trump just recently gave y'all another $500 million to go to the HBCUs. You're welcome.
Based off of what we've seen witnessed at TSU, we want a refund, man. It's a waste of money.
And to that point,
yeah.
There was a lot of HBCUs when I believe Obama was in office saying that they weren't getting enough funding.
Of course. And
you had Democrat, and he was allegedly black in office, and you had to beg for funding to stay open. Nobody said boo. Not even the alumni was donating enough because they pretty much abandoned the dream,
man,
of the next generation getting a go.
I don't be 100 you.
But he pushed millions of dollars behind the rainbow agenda.
The HBCU system, the greatest way they could have built upon that system and made it way viable, especially during the time frame of 2020, everything, if they would have listened to fucking Dion. Dion had a vision. And that might be the death knell of the HBCUs, real shit. Because I got families that went to Southern. I got family went to Grambling, PV, Texas Southern, all Tuskegee, Alabama A&M. I mean, all across the SWAC and MEAC, but MEAC don't even exist no more. But I mean, like I said, one of my cousins went to Howard. That's why we went to DC that time. So the problem I have with the HBCUs, right? I don't think they don't fully understand the market. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's an example, right? Grambling. Remember when Art Browse had that situation in Waco, the whole Ken Starr thing? Somebody had a bright idea to bring in Art Browse to Grambling, right? The niggas had fits. Like, we ain't bring no white man. I'm like, dumbass. That's a niche in the market. You could literally be. This is what you could literally do. All these coaches that have scandals or whatever, and they need to redeem themselves, just like how like these players that had scandals and then end up going to Jacksonville State, where like that's where Cam went before he went back to Auburn and stuff like that. That they end up getting so big now they are D1 school. They consider D1 school now because of that. So what I'm saying is, if they would have had the foresight of like, okay, we need eyes on our product. We need any disgraced coach or whatever. we're gonna give them a chance. White, black, Mexican, whatever. We're gonna give them a chance because like the foundation of the school is gonna be black no matter what. It's gonna be black mostly anyway. But so hey, you're not gonna lose the essence of that. It's always be a couple white boys playing for like a Grambling or you know one of HBCUs anyway. So you're not losing. Just go and make your some of this stuff what's the word? A reform way for these coaches that lost their job on some BS or whatever. They could go and revamp their you bring eyes to the product per se.
Right.
And that's more money. But the thing is, they so caught up on the black, white, and all this stuff, right? They're so caught up on all that shit. They lost track on the business aspect. So, but then complain about not getting enough funding.
But that's literally what alumni is for, though.
But hear me out on this, right? Let's say they did what Dion said. They made like a major conference for the HBCUs, right? And then I want to add a little bit to it. Let's say you have a 24 team conference, and you break it up in like 14 divisions or whatever, right? And you tell them, and you tell those athletic directors in those particular divisions, hey, go and get a media contract with every network to play your games. It don't matter if it's just get a number together, and then you can go, get it started. Then if they would have got the right coaches, then you more likely you're gonna get athletes because kids gonna be seeing this right during 2020 after George Floyd. So everybody was on they got their fists in the air. They ready. You now you got ready made. Now you got a competitor to the big colleges. Your Travis Hunters would have been staying at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In that case. And right there, like all you gotta do is just develop the talent at that point. And make sure you spend the money right. And shit, it's just they just backwards, and then that tells me they corrupt. Like look at Bethune-Cookman with Ed Reed, even though Ed Reed probably did that the wrong way, but he had a point. Like it was the facilities was shit, and y'all getting all this money, that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta go deep in the HBCU shit. I'll give this 2 more minutes, and then I'll go and end it, man, because it's almost 3 hour mark.
Whining. I can't believe Anton is just getting reparations. And what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? You gonna beg some more?
Yep.
I set a motion to go and get reparations, but you're only 9% voter turnout rate, 14% voter turnout rate in your own communities.
That old cotton hoodie you wear every day, it's bull. You need the new 340G.
You don't even know how to organize. You're still following preachers. Jamal Bryant, that demon on the pulpit. Demon. Jamal Bryant is a straight up demon. And listen, I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. He's a demon in real life.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is you got people out there, no reparations, no vote. Like that's hurting somebody. You start asking them, hey, what money are you what candidate are you putting money behind? Crickets. Hey, what PAC are you funding to help push your agenda? Crickets, PAC, super PAC. Most people don't even know what a PAC is.
Yeah.
You just hear people out there, I'm voting the couch. Like that's going to help push your agenda. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
In real life, he's a demon. That's why he took over a demon's church. Bishop Eddie Long, demon.
He took over Bishop Eddie Long church? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes, he did.
Ain't none of y'all ever really had no real jobs. Ain't got no background, was never in finance, was never in technology, never really did anything. You got a bunch of degrees, but it's all in African American studies. Who cares? And these is your leaders. Nobody respects you. Shut this whole thing down. Sick of y'all. The worst of the worst. Ain't got no work ethic. Ain't got nothing. Who your leaders? DJ Envy? Charlemagne the God?
Damn.
Is that your leaders? I don't care about none of these people. None of them. Never needed one of them in order to do what we doing. We built this from the ground up, brick by brick, bag chaser by bag chaser, live stream by live stream, clip by clip, business by business. Funded ourselves. All of them is funded by somebody else. iHeartRadio is funding us. Charlemagne talking all of this black stuff every single day, and I see him over there with Andrew Schultz. We're the brilliant idiots. Get the fuck out of here. Sick of y'all. Brilliant idiots. Fake black people. Fake. Ain't nobody impressed with y'all. It's up. Up from here. No mercy.
Wow. Hey, shout out to Anti, man. Shout out. He is obviously
sick and tired of black people and they shit.
Shout out to that book too. I see that portrait. Booker T. Washington.
fed up with these individuals out here, keyboard warriors, keyboard gangsters. You know, they all out here, you know, talking about a movement and delineation and all this other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? No reparation, no vote, all this other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you see no movement. You see no organization. You see none of.
You know what? If you really want to get somebody perplexed when they on that type of time, ask them, what is the black agenda right now? Black political agenda.
Man, you get cussed the fuck out. Go ahead.
Because, like, right now, we don't have nothing. We just, it's a lot of emotion. You know what I mean?
That's like asking Kamala what was her policy. She was too drunk to know.
Man, her policies or whatever her husband told her the policy was going to be. That's what that was. So they keep it 100. But nobody want to talk about that. Nobody want to talk about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. He had more power than she did.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, you know. But that's about it on that. But like, I agree with Antoine, man. Anton. I agree with him on this aspect in general. Like, the begging aspect, you're never gonna get what you deserve when you begging. Well, you are gonna get what you deserve. You're not gonna get that respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And just even like Black Lives Matter, right? The slogan was okay, but if you just think about it, like, it's more. It wasn't like think about the other groups prior to now. Like all the other groups we had, like shit, the Black Panthers, that was masculine and motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Black Lives Matter was kind of feminine, kind of soft. I ain't gonna say feminine because feminine could be strong too. It was just kind of soft, like, hey, we matter too. That's what it says. It doesn't say like. It doesn't give you the like a strength, like a place of strength. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And people might be like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You know this and that. Oh, okay, dumb that later. I got you. But yeah, it's just
prayers up.
I will ask you this: what would Brother Malcolm think about the whole slogan "Black Lives Matter"? Really?
He would not agree with that. The thing is, hold on, because I'm trying to. Okay, first of all, the thing is that I guess in his mindset would be us begging for them to accept us in a sense.
Yeah, and that's never good.
Never. And they have been preaching for years that we need our own. Like, we need to gather up and, our finances, our mindsets, and other things, and put in perspective of just being by ourselves like we had before. Our own grocery stores, our own banks, or financial institutions, because it could be credit unions as well, our own schools, and just leave them where they at.
Yup. And
we can police our own community.
I
calls that out.
I would add on to that, like after Malcolm especially, like if we as black men, I mean black people in general, but especially black men, we could just go in any room, shake hands, and hold our own. That's a net benefit in my opinion. That's just like, and then we exclude respect and confidence. That's a net benefit in general. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, because like the slave master know. I'm about to give a little pro black. The slave master know the dynamic between his slaves. He gonna know that. And one of the things that been built in is there is a mistrust between the sexes in general, and that been going on since we got our ancestors got on the boat. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. They separate. You know, when our ancestors can't protect, my granddaddy can't, my great granddaddy can't protect his wife. You know what I'm saying? From the slave master son, it's gonna have a deteriorating effect, which we have to. That's one thing we just have to overcome. If we want to say any ghost of slavery, that's the main ghost. Our women have to look at us as a place of respect, same and vice versa. And it can't be whataboutisms. It just have to be, if that makes sense. It's like you don't have to expect. Like, here's my thing. Like I like last night, I respected the panel just because it was the right thing to do. Respect the panel. I didn't go and I should have went on the tear, but I am representing other people. I'm looking at it in that fashion. That's the only reason I didn't go out. You feel what I'm saying? In a lot of cases, that a lot of people ain't gonna understand that. They're gonna be like, "Man, you look soft," or this and that. Yeah, some people, but
because here's how I see it, and nobody has to agree with me.
Yeah.
Number one, the answer said he been around since day one, so he already knows we don't really fuck with stuff like that. Yeah. I get what you trying to do, but you don't force her on other people. You can at least ask, "Hey, Soulfly in the back, you mind if I bring her up?" He just brought her up.
Yeah. And remember this.
Do you know how many thousands of dollars have been paid to drop her ass?
And I'm not gonna tell him how to run his thing, but remember,
it's not telling him how, but you still have boundaries.
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, like, remember when Luke, like, we was out, me and you, I think Earth Day was in here, Thumbnail Lady, CB3, we were all having a good conversation. Lou wanted to join in, which I have nothing against Lou. You know what I'm saying? And well, Earth Day was just leaving, and Lou wanted to come in. So I let him know, say, "Hey, you gonna come in here? Ain't gonna be none of that crying shit. We gonna chill." I let it be known.
But that Negro will cry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But and no, like I said, he just a little whiny. That's just what it is, man. Hey, it is what it is. Some people just built that way. No disrespect, but like that part. And the thing is, I really don't have nothing against so far. Like legit, the people I have an issue with, Phoenix, I'm just gonna go in. When they on, I'm just gonna go in. It ain't gonna be. I'm not gonna even worry about the pound. I'm all right. Time to go in, and it's been known. You know.
Yeah.
But like, I already knew what time that was, and like. He's new to this shit, man. Like it's some shit.
He's new to the content creator side, but according to him, he's been around since day one. Okay, well, in that respect, because again, He respected me enough to say, hey, you want hell? Fuck no. I don't want her up here. He knew not to bring her up there when I was up there. Because we don't get along. And I'm not about to kowtow to that fat hoe. Like, at all. It's not happening. I be done tore up your entire fucking platform. Please do not put yourself or me in that position. I have a boundary. And I've said it many, many times. I do not, under any circumstances, entertain demons.
That part.
And that is a demon. Because she decides to come up, interrupt people. Like y'all ain't having a conversation. She want to talk over you. That's disrespectful as fuck. Like, every time she come over there, she starting shit with the people who actually come over there and support you. You said one of your, I think it was the live before, it was a couple of lives ago. It was a few lives ago that he heard her on her platform dogging his shit out.
Man.
Now, if you want to bring her up to have that conversation, that's fine. Because that is your right. She was dogging your shit out. So you get to bring her up and have that conversation like, hey, what the fuck is going on over there? Of course, she twisted it, lied, remixed what the fuck she was talking about. But at the same time, you hear how she actually feels, but you still want to bring her up for what?
Yeah, that's when you start thinking. But like it was a good conversation with me and him, man. Like with the hood stuff, man. Because like,
absolutely, and then he went left when she came up.
I know. I mean, South Dallas, man. Like that's where all the after hour spots was at back in the Gap. Like that was like a neutral place. I mean, on South Dallas, they got their own internal stuff, but like, I think I know some of the people, man. Because like basketball and shit.
But he asked you to come up, and you did him a solid and came up.
Yeah.
And then he don't even say, "Hey, so far in the back," because again, by his words, he been around since day one. That's what he said. So he knows how we, as a group, feel about her. She's disrespectful as hell. She brings nothing. She's not even a supporter. She's literally over here to start shit. And you just gonna let it happen because what is content? Like, no, the content is actually what the title is in your fucking shit. Like that was so unnecessary.
I mean, and that's what.
And then when she did add to the conversation, this heifer always be telling background stories of movies and TV shows we watch.
I was like, yeah.
I'm like, this bitch is literally sitting here talking about Menace to Society.
Shameful.
She remixed Menace to Society.
I don't think.
You fooling me?
And then the whole we were trying to talk Austin really ain't known for out of all the Texas cities Tyler. I'll go down all the list Dallas-Fort Worth, of course.
I'll be forgetting about Austin altogether.
Dallas-Fort Worth and Houston, they all got their hoods. Stop Six is a legendary hood in Fort Worth. Same with Southside and Como. That's the three major hoods. And then Northside. See, the Hispanic games, the Hispanic things got a whole different thing because you got Northside and Southside with the Hispanic games, so they got their own little thing going on. That's all pretty much all of Fort Worth, pretty much. East side Fort Worth, South side Fort Worth, and Como. That's the west side. Then you got the mess of stuff with North side and South side. In Dallas is South Dallas, West Dallas, East Dallas, North Dallas, South Oak Cliff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In Houston's, North side, South side, and all the hoods in there. That's pretty much it. Third Ward, Fifth Ward type shit. But Austin, nobody knew Austin hood. it's no disrespect to them, but they do the extra just to try to stand out type shit. That's the type of time they on. Cause like, again, a lot of folks that have moved to Austin, it's gonna be a lot of transplants. Cause like like Dale, you got a lot of tech working people going down there. Then you got old Austin. That's pretty much where the hood's at. But like, then the folks that just they probably working in the whole. They probably working for the state and everything like that type of shit. So it's not necessarily. It's a hypocritical town in a way because like they have the biggest homeless situation, right? But then on top of that, they'll have everybody riding around Lamborghinis and Ferraris and shit. It's like a big juxtaposition. And I'm saying this as a Longhorn fan, which is crazy. I'm not dissing the town. It's just like of all the towns in Texas, Austin will be the most hypocritical one. Just because of it's podcast central. Like everybody got podcasts down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's been fun. I gotta go cuss this man out.
All right. This is the last.
I'm on a mission.
Yeah. You go ahead and go. I'm gonna leave it here. That this Young Thug did a free.
Oh yeah, I got to go. Thanks for having me up.
What's up? Yeah. He did a free concert for the Falcons game. So free concert 2 minutes from where I parked it. Oh, that's cool. He just did a free concert. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Man, this is a good live. Man, UK is tripping. We went through everything. We pretty much went through everything except for the Black Rabbit show, which is good. I go watch Black Rabbit. Hey, take care. Like, share, subscribe.